Hello, thanks for joining me for another little live chat. I'm going to try and do these sort of things once a week on a Friday if I'm not busy visiting family or whatever. And a bit late UK time, just now, just gone about 10:30. So thought I'd come on for a few hours, see what happens, see who's about, and we'll kind of go from there. I've got one good friend in the chat. Pull this up. There we go. Adam, how you doing?
Sorry, didn't have my headphones on.
How you doing, mate? You all right?
Yeah, I'm okay. You okay?
Yeah, all good. Good. It's been nice. It hasn't been rain for a few days down here anyway.
No. We've had nothing but rain, as usual for the north. It's just been
it's been
rubbish.
It was freezing cold yesterday. It barely got above freezing in the daytime down here. One day it was really quite raw. But yeah, whatever. What are you drinking? Anything decent? Or?
Yeah, I've got Northern Monk Patrons Project Neil's Sour Grapes. So,
nice.
5 fruit goes, 4.5%.
Right. Let me check. Yeah, it's very similar. I don't know. I've not had that one. I've had is it a porter or something?
Yeah, they're both in Incessa. Is that how you pronounce it? One where it's like a Twix stout. Is that the one you were thinking of?
Yeah, I had that a couple of weeks back. A bottle share. Let me just try and find it on Untapped, and we'll do a little.
But yeah, you can see I'm definitely not a stout.
Yeah, that's. I'll be worried if it is, but it would probably be a red stout the way things are going. So, what Patrons Project number is it?
The one I've got is 17.05.
Yeah, because it's easier to do that.
Yeah.
17.05.
Yeah, 4.5% sour.
Right. Let's get this thing up and running. Hopefully it'll work. Right, let's do this screen share. Yes, I want to screen share. So I don't know how that's going to come out. It's actually working. Is that working yet? No.
No.
That?
No.
It should work now. That should be up now.
Yes. Well, it's loading. Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah. So it's a sour purple grapes. 5 fruit goes, 4.5%, 10 IBUs. It's got a reasonable score, just under a 4. So was just under 2,000 ratings there. So yeah, they're not really renowned for their fruit goes really. So
no,
I think it's more for their neighbours up the road, isn't it? Up north. So
yeah,
they seem to be.
It's a very dry finish. Very dry finish.
Yeah.
It's nice though.
Will this artwork come up? I don't know if it will or not.
No, hang on. If I do the label reveal.
No, so I thought the label would come like full screen, but it don't matter.
You know, right click and open as image.
So you know.
So yeah, open image in new tab.
Yeah, got you.
It might be small though. Depends what.
Yeah, it was very small. No problem.
Depends sometimes.
It's actually larger on the actual screen. I thought it was tiny, so it's like, yeah, what's the point of that?
Well,
but yeah, it's so that's an interesting beer. I've had one of this. I think it's this number series. I think it's the same one as that beer, that Twix thing. I can't remember what that one was, but I think it's that same thing. But so yeah, you've got the what's the name there, and yeah, the label.
Yeah, hang on.
It's probably better. It's probably better to do this than anything else.
Can you see that? Okay.
It's quite impressive. Yeah.
Okay.
That's really lift it up. Oh, then inside, yeah. No, that's right. Just lift it up slightly, and then yeah, that's really cool, isn't it?
Yeah,
I do love what they, you get information. It's a collaboration. I don't even know what collaboration is, whether it's an artist, or it's someone into music, or
trademark. Don't know. It's painting graffiti over Leeds over 25 years. So it's a graffiti artist.
Yeah. I think they've done 1 or 2 collabs. I assume it's the same guy stroke girl. I'm not sure, but yeah, really.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's a decent beer. It's only my second beer tonight. I had a growler, which was really nice. Black Sow, bourbon barrel aged, which is from White Hag, the Irish brewers. That was really nice. Really unusual for the fact that the original version, which I'm sure I've had in the can, is actually a higher ABV than the barrel aged version.
Right.
I've never seen that.
Yeah. Nice. I've had a few beers from them, and they've been a session IPA and that sort of thing. And I think they're was it their session IPA or a normal IPA? One of them was really good. I can't remember what one it was, but I've had it again in the can. It was a bit. I think I had
the green can.
Yeah, that was the session IPA, and I think I had one in the bluey can. I can't remember. It was a while back. It was last year, I think.
I had the. Sorry.
No, sorry.
I had the New England IPA in Dublin on draft. Really nice.
Right. Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
No. It's all right. Just don't worry. It's all good. I had to try one of their porters, and it was okay. It wasn't standard. It was like a standard porter sort of thing. I can't remember the name, but I've got a couple of beers. I've just done a couple of sort of review. Well, one review, but with 2 beers. I should have reviewed these beers ages ago, and I've been really lax with posting any reviews lately. So I need to I've got loads just to post. I might just drop a load in one day and then so I can start again, kind of thing. But so from the London Beer Factory, I had reviewed this one first. Their London Bohemia Czech style lager.
Okay. Not seen that one.
Yeah, they sent it to me about probably. It's not even in focus, but you get the gist. 5%. It's a nice looking can. Let me just try it.
I think I said this last time. I really do enjoy their new design of the cans. It's really good.
Yeah, much better.
Yeah.
So this is it's got lager and Munich malt, Magnum, Hallertau, and Hallertau Tradition. And it's got a bunch of other. I mean, I'm not a homebrewer. It's got SAF Lager, which is part of the yeast. W3470. Don't know.
No idea.
No, I don't know. But yeah, that'll be coming up fairly soon. I want to get these out pretty quick. Another beer from them as well is called Shallow Waters, which is you can't really see it because it's all blended.
Table beer? I just saw it then.
It's a table beer. Yeah.
Yes.
But it's like 2.8, white writing on the white background. It's not really coming out. But again, the label, really damn cool looking thing.
Yeah.
Considering this is a table beer, I was really quite impressed with actually the hop varieties that they had. I mean, there's one here, I'm not even sure what. I've never heard of it before. You've got Izaka, Cascade, Mosaic, Citra, and then one called Belma. Never heard of that.
I've not heard of that one either.
And obviously Equinox. So I've heard obviously the rest, but It's got extra pale Maris Otter, wheat, dextrin, oats, and torrefied wheat is the malt. So yeah, 2.8%. So there's a lager. I won't go too.
Whoa,
I won't
very
go
light
too,
that.
won't go too involved in you know stuff. So I'll post a review soon. But yeah, nice looking beer. And here's the Shallow Waters, the table beer. I mean, the light is making it look really like white.
I was going to say,
I mean,
it's almost like a wit beer.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, as I don't always do this, I put it about there. That's about what you're getting. That's what it is. It's just the lighting's making it look like milk.
Still hazy though, isn't it?
It's hazy. It's got obviously it's got oats in it. So yeah, again, decent. So yeah, that's it. Them two beers. Right, let's get this off me. Thank you. But yeah, we've been up to. You went to Birmingham, didn't you?
I did.
A few weeks ago.
Yeah,
How did that all pan out?
I got lost a lot because Birmingham seemingly doesn't like the sat nav, but it was really good. I had possibly one of the best beers I've ever had in Kildare, which was Rob's suggestion.
Yeah, we went. It's a great place.
Yeah, it was great, laid out lovely. The taps were great. The only thing I would say is the atmosphere was a bit dead, but it was a Thursday night.
Right. Yeah, we went. Was it Saturday? Yeah. So
there was loads of people in there. It was just there was no atmosphere at all. It was very subdued. But yeah, Steady Rolling Man, amazing beer.
Yeah, it's a beer that's becoming a little bit more numerous down here on draft, but the cans are still very hard to come by. But on draft, we're starting to pick up a few bits like that, or Into the Haze. They're normally the two you see down this way.
We don't get a lot of day up here. Very rare.
Yeah,
you see.
Yeah, it's just. I think they're just. I mean, I don't know about other parts of the UK, but I'm just talking like literally locally. To me, they seem to be getting a little bit more regular on draft, which is cool.
They'll pop up now and again at Dead Crafty because they get all sorts in, but it's the time for when it goes out, and when you get time to get there, it doesn't always marry up.
Cool. And we have Peter. How you doing, son?
Not too bad. How are you two doing?
All right, you all right?
Good.
Yeah, not too bad. Braved the walk home.
Yeah. Through that alleyway tunnel thing.
Yeah, I'll be fixed.
I know Ken very well.
I feel sorry for you.
You're making that tunnelway very famous. So
I am actually going to take responsibility for them fixing it. So, because of all those 100 people who watched that video, I'm sure West Lancs Council were watching as well.
Cool.
It's an underpass, isn't it?
It is indeed.
You two live pretty close, don't you, to each other, or fairly?
Yeah. Other ends of the M58.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
So that's cool.
Train ride's not too bad.
What was that?
Sorry.
The train ride's not too bad. So.
Skem doesn't have a train station. You've only got Up Holland. It doesn't count.
Yeah, and then I have to go to Ormskirk, which is an experience in itself.
Ormskirk's okay. I grew up 5 miles down the road.
Oh, really? I like Ormskirk. It's got a few nice sort of pubs or bars now where you could get Jaipur. So, progress.
I don't know if you've got the the little place It's changed its name a couple of times. You get quite a decent Belgian beers in there. I'm trying to remember the name of it.
I'm trying to think. I think I've been in there. I can't remember. Is that
tiny?
Is that on the same little path that the Weatherspoons is on?
It's near there. It's not the same bit yet, but it's on the main shopping stretch. The name, it's going to drive me mad, that. But yeah, get a decent cask in the Cricketers.
Never been to the Cricketers.
Get fair decent cask.
The pub is it literally called the Railway? That's by the train station.
Don't go to the Railway. Yeah. I remember going there, and it was the most frothiest pint of Foster's you've ever had when I was 18.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I've had a couple of good sort of pale ales.
These places, I've no idea where you're on about.
Sorry, it's very local.
I'm very intrigued though by certain places. You try and get a place, envisioned in your head by what people are saying. It's like, wow.
It's only half an hour to Liverpool from Ormskirk.
Yeah.
All right, there you go.
I don't actually go into Liverpool as much as I should do, because there's some really good places in Liverpool.
There is. No bottle shops at the minute.
Yeah,
I've not checked. Last time I was there, I went to Bunderbust.
All right.
And I can't remember. It's that pub. Well, it's like more of a bar type place that's across the road from the bombed out church. Oh God, what's that called? They always have really obscenely loud, like heavy metal music on.
No.
The Grapes.
Not the Grapes, but that I've been in there a few times. I do enjoy the Grapes.
I'm trying to think what you're talking about.
Oh my God!
Good wine list.
What, the Grapes? No, terrible wine list. It's red or white. No, beer's great in the Grapes. They're proper. You go in and you think it's going to be an old school pub, but they probably have more keg taps than they have cask taps. And it's all 75% of it's local stuff.
The Bunderbust in Liverpool. Do you have to order food?
No,
you can just you can just.
No, because the one in I think last time in Manchester you have to order food. How does that work?
I've had a couple of drinks in the Manchester one. I never got asked to be seated.
I think I remember someone saying, I don't know, it might have been Rob or someone else saying, it's all right, but you've got to order food. I think that's when they first opened. Well, it's never been like
probably
never like that in Leeds. Never has been.
They asked me.
I think they've got such an extensive tap list that they're like, if people just want to come in and have a drink, we can make a nice bit of money anyway.
Yeah. That's a bit weird.
They're even getting local breweries to do special beers for them. You get the option when you go in. They always ask and say, "Do you want a table? You want to eat, or you just want it in for a drink?" And I said, "I'm just in for a drink." So you just stand at the bar. You just don't sit down. But the tap selection is great. They've got a bottle selection, maybe a bit pricey, but for in terms of other places, but the selection you can't fault it.
Yeah, Bundo and Leeds is. I remember a few years ago we went to Hop City. They had like a can of. They had 10 barrel aged 1050, like the big like mile long cans that you get, and I think it's about 19 quid a can or something, or 20 quid.
No.
And me and Jake were like,
they had that on
nah.
Yeah, they had that on tap in the one in Leeds when I met up with Rob a few months ago.
It's good.
So I was like, yes, please.
Yeah, I had it on tap in London. Done a review of it in the Ghostwire one time. But I've actually got two now. They've got one in Putney and one in the original one, so it's good. Just like they need another bottle shop. But yeah. What are you drinking, by the way, Peter? Never asked you.
I'm on the Spontan Double Cassis.
Bloody hell.
which is
Was it?
tasting
Michela.
quite nice.
Have a
It's not my favourite of the Smog Tab beers, but it's good.
Bring it back.
I watched your review of the carrot one, Peter. It's pretty good.
All right, nice.
It was really interesting. I might not have said it in the video, but I was kind of expecting the worst for that one. But it was actually really well. The carrot worked, strangely enough.
With all these kind of beers you're getting from McKellar now, are you finding it starting to change your palate into liking sort of sour stroke Lambics more?
It's made me really appreciate the especially fruited lambics.
Yeah.
And it is making me want to try more of the old school sort of beers in those sorts of styles.
Yeah.
So it is opening up my sort
palate
of
almost, yeah. It's just it does happen.
a bit more.
Yeah. It's to the point where you go out and buy one now, whereas you wouldn't before.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's weird, isn't it? How that kind of works. It's forced upon you. Here's the box, bosh, and then okay, then I'll drink it, and then it's don't like that, and then it sort of slowly changes. So, you've been with McKellar for quite a while now, haven't you?
I have, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to see what it's like for the next few months, because the one thing that I'm not the biggest fan of is sometimes the beer mailbox isn't that much different compared to the beer club box.
Oh, right.
But they'll
What's the
always
price
put
difference?
I think it's about £20 or £30 once you've converted it. Something like that. I can't remember. It's been because I've had the beer mailbox and I was like, yeah, it's all right. Tried the beer club box and I was like, okay, 3 cans of Alchemist. So when they do that sort of stuff, it's really good. But they'll have some beers where you're like, what is this? I don't need easy accessible standard Mikkeller beers.
Yeah.
Like, a gluten-free pale ale. It's like,
Yeah.
no thanks. Although I've got to say, their IBU experimental series that they did with the 0, the 1000, and the 3000,
Yeah.
they were genuinely awful beers.
They had all that series on in London the other day, the McKellar Bar London, when I didn't bother with them.
No, they say the triple IPAs, they tasted nothing like triple IPAs.
Yeah.
They were just, and that the 3000 IBU one, which was like 15%, it was like 2 sips. I was like, I can't drink that. I just can't. It's not worth the ABV intake at that point.
They had quite a few like coffee porters and stuff like that. I can't remember what the name of the one I had.
They do really good darker beers, I'd say.
Yeah.
But some of their experimental pale beers don't always seem to work. They don't work compared to, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, they've always done better than I think what I've tried with their darker beers. I mean, I had a few Michellars before I was reviewing, and they were, at the time my palate was quite young, if you like, and it was they were all right compared to other stuff. They weren't quite, even back then, they weren't quite hitting the flavour for me back then. And then as your palate expands, it's like, they're okay. They're okay. I prefer the McKellar New York and San Diego for paler beers rather than. I mean, they're just more for dark beers, and I see the Beer Geek series. I have 1 or 2 of them things, and they're really nice.
Well, that's it. When I was in Brewdog Liverpool last, they had a few of the the San Diego and New York ones. A little bit more expensive, all the which I can understand. It's not really too bad. Consider if you bought those like from someone like Honest Brew, you're paying like maybe £2 or £3, £4. So to have them there is good. But they had like the regular Beer Geek for £5, and I was like, that's a really good price.
I had I can't even pronounce it. Cafe Stout. Well, it's going to be terrible.
I love that because that was like really strong, almost like smoky coffee character.
It was, but it wasn't for me. I don't think it was very balanced. It was more.
No, definitely not.
It was just full on coffee. There weren't much sweetness. It was like bitter coffee, and that was kind of about it. There wasn't a lot of sweetness. It's still very nice, but it's just coffee. Bang, that's it.
See, I really enjoyed it for that reason, but I could definitely see people thinking, "Oh, what the fuck is that?"
Yeah. It's one of them beers that you could have that in the morning if you wanted to. Kind of beers. I'm just trying to see. Sorry.
I had that was a welcome break when I went to Bratislava a couple of months ago. Mikkeller was a welcome break from all the lager I was drinking because they had it like in their local sort of shop for €3 a bottle. And the coffee Beer Geek was one of them.
Yeah.
It was, but yeah. And I had a Mikkeller yesterday. There's a new one in M&S, Heath Seats. I think it's an old beer. I think it's just it's a pale New England. It was really nice. It was quite a lingering bitterness for a New England, in my opinion.
I have to, not that it'll be anywhere near me, because, I've got it from there. It's like, not around here. No, we get them, but we don't get. I've got Marks and Spencers, but they never seem to carry what other people say they can get there. Sort of
oh, right, okay.
Because I'm at the arse end of the country, sort of tucked away in the corner down south. Sort of, there's a lot of beers that get to about sort of Chatham, Rochester way, Medway Town sort of area, and then they don't seem to get quite as far east. I mean, I think Canterbury probably get more than us even, and that's like 15 miles away. I'm not going to. I ain't going to travel 15 miles to an M&S. That's just not going to happen. So I'm not that fussed. But, another good beer I had the other night, which was much better than the Mikkeller beer, was Full Fathom 5 from North.
Yeah, I've had that in a can. It's a great coconut stout.
It's a really, but there was a nice. It's coffee. It's a coffee and coconut porter, and it was.
Oh, porter, sorry.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, it's really nice. That was in my advent calendar last year.
Oh right, yeah.
Yeah.
It was just so well balanced compared to that coffee stout from Mikkeller. It was just like so different, and it's just it was just great. It was good. So, yeah.
Have you had any from your local brewery, Peter?
Oh, Claybrow.
Yeah.
I had the milk stout on tap in Wigan Central, and it was really nice.
Yeah, it does good beers, Neil. You need to try the Impy. I'm going to set that's in actually the box I'm going to send to Craig, but it's the I think it's 14.8 or 16.8. Sorry, Impy stout.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I'll do it.
Yeah. So where did you get Did you get them in cans or bottles?
He only bottles. It's a massive shed that he has in his back garden. He's a proper nano brewer.
Oh yeah.
He's one step away from being homebrew, to be honest. But yeah, he bottles. He generally does cask. He doesn't do a lot of keg. He can keg with assistance from a friend, but yeah, it's cask and bottles. He doesn't can.
Yeah, I think I had the milk stout on cask. It makes sense. So do you have to buy the stuff directly for him, or is there shops that
He's
carry
got
his stuff?
3 stockists currently. There is Cathart Brewery in Rainford, off the Rainford bypass.
Okay.
There's Liverpool Cheese Company in Wootton Village, and there's also Windy Arbour Farm, which is somewhere north of Wigan. I think it's actually in Makefield.
All right. I'll have to source a few bottles because I really like that milk stout.
Yeah, he New England's. He does New England IPAs in 500ml bottles. He's crackers. He really is.
Excellent.
Nice.
That's superb. Don't look around.
No, it's like 7%, 500ml bottle. It looks like it looks like an old real ale bottle, but yeah, it's a 7% New England IPA, unfiltered.
Cracking.
He's great, but he's crackers.
Yeah, but real crackers, I think. We just don't know it. Well, I do, but that's obvious. But yeah, I think that's excellent.
But his Impy is a 330ml bottle. You wouldn't want 500ml of.
No, I was going to say. I'm just about to say that. I was like, hang on.
No, it does 330ml bottle.
Yeah, I'd be. I'd know I'd have. I like more than one drink at a go. So generally. So yeah.
Have you had anything from Rivington?
Yes, I've had one. I've had Average Guy Exceptional Hair, which is their pale. That's really good. I had that in a bottle, but they've stopped bottling until they redo the brewery. It's being completely done out.
Oh yeah,
because they're looking to put a tap room in it, even though it's middle of nowhere, Rivington Pike.
Yeah, I've been seeing the pro because they did like a kind of but not really like opening session.
Yeah, they're doing.
Yeah, I had the. Oh, sorry, interrupted you.
No, I interrupted you. Sorry.
Ugh.
It's the delay. There's always a delay.
It is. The delay on this is ridiculous, isn't it? On Streamlabs.
Probably my broadband. I need to change the
Keep saying Streamlabs. That's good.
Streamlabs.
No, I always get delay. Streamlabs is something completely different. But I was just going to say, they did a New England IPA, which I think they still brew it every now and then, called something like 18 Fog Like It.
Yes.
And that was just like a dirty looking. Yeah. It's
dank,
like the dirtiest brown, dank looking IPA. And it was really
dank loveliness. Tasty. I can't get hold of it anywhere. They've stopped bottling, as I say. They're putting a tap room in because they had done bi-monthly sessions, which they called something like Brewery Under the Trees or something like that. Anyway, and it did it was like you'd pay the local campsite to camp, and then it's like a 2-day event, like every 2 months, and then they just have a load of their stuff on. I just think it was just a mobile bar that they had in the middle of a woods, and you just and they had a load of local bands on and stuff like that, and they used to do that every other month, and it looked great. It's an absolute pain in the ass to get to. You have to go to Adlington, and then it was like a bus halfway. Then you'd have to walk 1.5 miles. I tried to route it, and it was just almost impossible. But yeah, I'd say the one beer I've had has been really good. I'd love to try more.
Right, we got a comment come up from the Drunken One over in Texas in the US of A. So I hope you're doing well, my friend.
Can I have some tips for February, please?
Tips for February. Yeah.
I'm going to Texas in February.
All right, there you go. I don't know if. Yeah, I mean, Drunken One, he's a cracking guy. He does homebrewing and stuff like that. So and Homestead and that sort of thing. So yeah, check his channel out actually, and
Okay.
it's just type it in and you'll pick it up. So yeah, he's really cool guy indeed. Hope you're doing well, sir. So yeah, what's me about? What is it? Yeah, just gone 11. So what's that? Is that 5 p.m. your time? I guess. I think it's about that 5 p.m. It's only 6 hours, unless you're in the very far kind of east. Then it's mountain time. There's a little couple of provinces that are was it 7 hours? But whatever. But yeah, I think he's just north of Houston somewhere.
I was going to ask Peter what snacks he's got because he always has good snacks.
Tonight's snack is because they were £1. The Peking
Oh, I've seen them.
Dust Pringles.
They're nice. They are.
They are
I
really
like
nice.
There's 3 different ones they done when they brought them out, and that was my favourite of the 3 that I could get anyway. So yeah, that's cool.
What an open-ended question.
Yeah, I saw that. What's everyone's favourite beer? I haven't really got one.
Mine's Augustina Lager Beer Hell. Although I've not drank it for like 4 months.
Yeah, because I don't. I mean, if I'm going for a lager or a pilsner, I think the Rheinbacher Pils is really damn good, and for the price, it's amazing.
Yeah.
For like four cans for £3.
Yeah.
I think for what it is, I think it's a really good beer. Especially in the summer months. Not so much now, but in the summer when it's really gets damn hot. God, yeah, it's just I go to that. That's what I go to for a lager wise. But I haven't really got a favourite beer. I've had quite a few beers over the years that have been blew me away, but never going to get to try them again because they're all a collab or a limited release, or and that's it. So, which is a shame. But yeah, right. that is a good beer. Drunker one. I tried the 2017 vintage. Like me and Peter done a review of that one, didn't we? Remember that one?
Yeah.
We don't remember.
I don't remember, but I remember drinking most of that bottle.
You did, because I'd already had it, so I was like, "Go on you get."
Yeah. For all the bullshit with Founders, which is inexcusable, I still want to get another bottle of CBS.
I think I'm going to be in the majority. I enjoyed it, but didn't get the hype. I think there's a lot of hype behind it, and I think there are better beers out there.
Yeah, I would agree. But I don't know, because I don't usually like maple syrup in beer because I find it can be way too overpowering. But I think they had it just right. But then I could imagine a lot of people be like, I'm not really getting too much of that maple syrup.
Yeah.
No, I think that's a really hard ingredient to get right in beer.
Yeah, I mean, the way things are with the company, I won't be going with them at the moment. Hopefully they sort their shit out, and I don't care that they've been bought out or whatever, or over 25%. Boy, I don't care about that bit. But the other political shit, yeah, it's just. But each to their own, of course. But it's just me, because they've got some great beers. They do brew some great beers. I'll wait a while and then see how it goes. But anyway, I'm not going into all that nonsense.
I'm just going to grab another beer.
Yeah, sure. We've got a few more comments. There's a few people who know each other in the comments, so I won't bore everyone with that. But, yeah, so cool. Thanks for joining. What does everyone think of brown ales? That's another question. I like them. You can get some bad ones, like any beer style, I guess. But I do like the sweet kind of I don't know if it's the British style ones really strong. I think I prefer the American style ones actually, but they got to be brewed right, and it's got to be a certain ABV. I think it's got to be a higher ABV, a bit more body to the beer and stuff like that. For me, for a brown ale. What about you two brown ales? What's your take on?
Depends on the brewed.
Yeah. I don't drink enough of them to sort of not had a load myself. But,
if you talk about Nuki brown ale, it's crap, obviously. But
it's not a brown ale, is it? Really, it tastes more like a bitter.
Yeah, it's a dark bitter.
Yeah, but yeah, Nuki brown. Yeah. The comments are going crazy, actually.
I know we had no views before.
I don't mind Nuki Brown. It's not horrid or anything like that. If it's ready, available, it's decent price. Oh, okay, lovely stuff from your home city. So cool beans. Go through here. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of macros being mentioned. I will go through all of them. Why not? And that's it. Nuki Brown. Yeah, I mean they're okay. It's just there's so many different beers out there. It's just whatever you like, isn't it? Go with whatever you like.
I'm not drunk enough to sing a song. Sorry.
Did that happen then? I can't remember.
Did what happen?
On the last stream, I don't watch them back, so I dare.
I must have been very drunk if I did sing. Bloody hell, I don't remember that.
No, someone ever sing?
I don't know. I'm just like, yeah, I can't remember you singing, but
no, I can't either.
I reckon I would, even if I was drunk. So, I think so. But I'm going to go and get another beer now as well. Oh, let me just put this one up. This is Sings a Song. Yeah, that's another good beer that I'd love to try, but I'm not going to Drunken One. It is available over here as well. It's on Beer Hawk.
Oh, right.
I think it's £6 a bottle for a 55ml bottle or 12 fluid ounce. A lot of their beers are on there. Yeah, another favourite of King Frankenstein is Old Rasputin. So I guess that's is it North Coast? I can't remember. There is one in Europe, isn't there? From Demolin, Brewery Demolin, do a Old Rasputin.
Yeah. I opened Untapped in another tab after the query last time. Yeah, North Coast Brewing. That's not what I've had.
Yeah, North Coast. Yeah, we can get them over here sporadically, but it's supposed to be it's an absolute classic. I've never had it myself, but yeah.
Fort Bragg, California.
I can't keep up with the comments, so I'm sure everyone who's watching can see them anyway. Anyway, I'm going to go and grab another beer, and I'll be back in a sec.
Sounds good.
Oh, all we can see is Craig.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just Craig, and he's left. Oh, there he is.
Oh, yeah, right.
Sorry, Craig. But, what are you drinking, Adam?
See, you think this is a can? It's not. It's a growler. I picked this up yesterday from Head of Steam in Liverpool. They put a new growler machine in, even though most of the staff don't know it, but they have.
Oh,
And
nice.
this
All right.
I went in because this is the new, the rebrew of the Magic Rock Dessert Edition Bearded Lady, which is the Black Forest one.
Oh.
So I can't. This is probably my terrible palate, but I can't get any Black Forest. It's a really nice body. It's a lovely dark chocolate, but there's no cherry that I can taste whatsoever.
Oh, that's a shame. I've never tried any of the dessert versions of that.
But it was on.
But
It was
I
on
still love Magic Rock. Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
I think they're going to be a decent brewery whilst the previous owner is still in charge. Don't think that'll change until he goes. But
yeah,
tap room's a lovely place.
As long as I love the tap room. Really, really enjoyed the layout of it. But as long as they don't fuck around with common grounds, they can do whatever they want with other beers, but just keep common grounds as it is with the same coffee roasters, and I'll be happy.
It's another local supermarket that's near you. Booths.
Yes.
Have common grounds continually now in cans.
Yeah, and every time I go there, I always get, because they do that like weird deal of buy 6 beers, pay for 5.
Yeah, you get one free.
So it's like, essentially. So it's like always 4 cans of common ground and then just 2 beers that I've not tried before.
Yeah, that's literally like 5 minutes from my mum and dad, so I go there quite
really
regularly.
Nice.
Yeah. So
I tell you what I really enjoyed from there, and from a brewery who I'm not really the biggest fan of, but the beers that Seven Brothers did, the Kellogg's.
Yes, the stout was great.
Yeah. Oh, I love them. I recorded 3 videos because I was doing a whole week of like sustainable beer. Because I bought like the bread beer that that a Tiny Rebel brewed exclusively
for Iceland. Yes, I've had that.
It was really not that good. But I was like, I've got like a week's worth of like sustainable beers because I thought it'd be an interesting theme. And then just one of the reviews just disappeared. One of the videos I've recorded, so I was like, I'm just gonna drink them now. But yeah, those 3 beers that they've done, just so good, really, really good. Whereas their core range, which you can get from like the Co-op and stuff like that,
yeah,
quite wishy-washy. But they were really good beers.
That Co-op in Ormsgate's really good for Shindigger. I just miss the peach every time I go in.
We get quite a bit of Shindigger in the Hall Green Co-op, which I'm always surprised by when I see it, because I do really enjoy Shindigger. Their lagers are really good, solid lager.
Yeah.
But I think the best beer I've had from Shindigger was that like coffee Pilsner that they did.
Not had that one. No. I've only had 3, to be fair.
Really good.
I've only had the Mango Unchained, the lager, and the West Coast Pale. I think they're the only 3. Yeah.
Don't think I've had that one, but I've had the lager. I've had Mango Unchained. I thought was okay, but it was a little bit too synthetic for me.
Yeah. I can see King Frankenstein's comment about the Belgian Beaver. I actually keep meaning to try that. I've seen it in cans quite a few times, but there's always been stuff on keg that I've always been more interested in.
Yeah, I think I've had that same experience with that brewery.
I'm not a massive peanut butter fan to start, so
I always get disappointed when beers are like described as peanut butter, such and such, double chocolate stout, and it's like it's just clear flavouring, and it just doesn't translate well.
yeah, I'd say not a massive peanut butter fan, so it never really does anything for me when people talk about peanut butter stouts.
Yeah.
Sorry, come on.
So no, I genuinely interrupted you then.
All I was going to say was cherry stouts are. I love cherry flavouring, so it's just anything with the cherry. That's why I was hoping that this would have some cherry flavouring in. I'm trying to heat it with my hands to try and maybe release, because it has only just come out the fridge, to be fair. So I'm hoping that my hands will warm it enough to maybe get some cherry flavour out of it.
I don't know. See, I'm not the biggest fan of when there's a cherry sort of element to a stout. I don't know what it is. Sometimes it's really nice, but sometimes I find it's a hard flavour to get right in a dark beer.
Yeah. But when it's done well, it's done well.
Yeah.
One that I kept thinking about after I've had it was, I know people are going to say it as soon as I say it, Brewdog, their 10-ton truck, the Black Forest edition, which was part of, I quit the fanzine ages ago, but it was one of the last few that I had in the fanzine, and it was epic. At 10%, it was a lovely cherry stout.
Yeah, I think I had that one. And then maybe 2 or 3 boxes later, I was just like, nah, the pale beers always disappointed me in those fancy boxes.
I just got annoyed with repeated versions. Yes, I've had this beer before. No, it was okay last time. Stop either improving or making it worse, and just keep it the way it is, or brew a different beer.
Yeah, do something different.
Yeah.
We don't need like version 3 or version fucking 10. It's like just stick with one and then brew that loads.
Saying that though, I got drunk last week and ended up in Brewdog Liverpool and ended up buying version 4 of the Sonic Boom, which is the French hopped edition. And it was bloody lovely, but I wouldn't have bought that if I was sober, probably.
No. The last couple of times I've been in Brewdog Liverpool, I've been so disappointed with the tap selection.
They had a load of Toppling Goliath a couple of weeks ago. I missed it, unfortunately. I wasn't. Yeah. I think that was a Brewdog national release. It was all Brewdog bars had it at one point. I find sometimes you'll get a staff member there that is incredibly knowledgeable, knows exactly what they're talking about, and sometimes you're at the bar trying to explain that you want 2/3, and it's quite a long conversation to explain that you would like 2/3 of a pint. They're really.
I know exactly what you mean.
It's the skill level is very disparaged. It's. But from when I went to Birmingham, I was speaking to the guy at the bar there, and he said that a lot of the guys, sort of not even locally, because he said he'd been there, a lot of sort of anything sort of north of Birmingham, they'll get drafted in if they're short. So it might be that you've had a Brewdog staff member who's been there 5-10 years at another branch.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I watched Wonder Beer.
I've always had good experiences with the. Sorry. I was just going to say, I've had really good experiences with the staff in Brewdog Manchester.
I've not been drinking in Manchester for years.
That was probably my go-to, even though Liverpool is much closer and cheaper to get to.
It is. It's knowing where to go. I find that Liverpool's very spread out. I think I said this on the last feed. I don't want to repeat myself, but Liverpool's very spread out. So unless you know where you're going, it can be a bit of a minefield.
Yeah. I think the one thing that Manchester's really got going for it at the moment is the fact that track are downstairs from Cloudwater.
Yeah.
So, you could do a big portion of your day's drinking in the one building. But I'm sick of just going straight to
Cloudwater.
Cloudwater and Northern Monk, as we always seem to do when I go to Manchester.
What's your favourite pub?
It changes year to year, but at the minute, mine is the Sanctuary on Lime Street. It's a very intimate venue. They always have great stuff on keg and tap.
Yeah.
You can sit at the bar. You can have a chat. It's just, and they also have stuff space downstairs, which is sometimes have bands, and it's just that is just my favourite, just for ease. But it varies year to year.
Yeah.
Do you ever go to Cooper's?
No. Where's that?
Fucking.
Is that not one of the Irish bars? Is it right?
No, it's like the tiniest pub. You know where the indoor market is?
It's next to the Globe. Yes, I always go to the Globe. I never go to Cooper's.
Cooper don't.
I don't.
So
the Globe,
don't go.
The Globe's okay. The Globe is tiny. It did hold the smallest. It did hold the record for the smallest pub a while ago. It's been beaten by a load of other pubs now, but it's a decent pub. It's a cask pub, but it's. I'd never go to Cooper's because there's always someone screeching karaoke.
What about you, Peter? What's your favourite gaff?
There's always really awful karaoke and lots of drunk people outside.
Huh.
Always drinking John
That's
Smith
just
as well.
awful. It's just yeah.
Have you got a
What's
favourite?
dead cheap though? It's like £1.30 a pint.
Have you got a favourite pub, Peter, or venue, or is it somewhere in Manchester? You reckon?
Favourite pub? I don't know, because Skem, not a pub town.
Yeah.
Hare and Hounds. I'll go there with family. I mean, I get Warsteiner on tap, so caters to me.
That's all right.
But yeah, I don't know, because
Yeah.
I don't really go to too many pubs anyway when I'm like going out and about. I'd probably say the Philharmonic in Liverpool. I think that's a gorgeous.
So you mentioned the Philharmonic. So
pub, and it's got quite a nice selection.
I mean, I've got locally I've got two. One it's closer, so that's going to be the Ravensgate Arms. And they get some great beers. They get some great tap takeovers and tasting. Like, funnily enough, it might be Friday. They've got Wonder Beyond coming down doing a tap takeover. They could have like 9 beers, I think. So, and I believe it or not, I've never had a beer from them. So,
no way.
No, whatever. Never had a beer from them. So,
yeah,
I'll be sorting that out next week.
Yeah, you're in for a treat if you like Imperial strength.
Yeah, they're bringing a lot of.
Don't waste your time. Don't waste your time with the lower ABV stuff.
Well,
Mini milkshake is nice.
Yeah, that's going to be on.
I don't know, just
it's very sweet.
It's part of the tasting anyway, and
just doesn't hit that level.
It's a tasting and meet the brewer thing, so I'm going to be trying whatever they throw at us. So. And then whatever I didn't get to try, I'll just have after, sort of thing. So it's normally just about 6 beers. So then the others I'll just clean up after, and that'd be my night. So so the Ravensgate Arms, and then up the road we've which is the former bottle shop Margate. It's now called the Little Swift. So them two places for me are my local favourite. But it depends where you are. If you go to London, you got this, you got that. If you go to Leeds, you got them 2, 3, or 4. You go to Manchester, you got them 2. So it's kind of
the Grove in Huddersfield.
It just depends where you are. Yeah, the Grove is good.
I've only been there very drunk. I really enjoyed Arcade Beers. I thought that was a very chilled.
It's very small though, Arcade, isn't it? It's just...
They got a couple of tables in there.
Way too small for me.
Well, when we went, there was a food festival on and stuff like last August, and it was a lovely place, but it was rammed, and you just couldn't move.
They're knocking through to next door, aren't they? They're making.
I didn't know. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. I love Huddersfield's great though. It's a lovely place.
You have a good selection.
Yeah, I got the Stone Woot Stout. Was a beer that had been on my hit list for a while. I managed to get there in bottles, but yeah. What you were saying about the Philharmonic, everyone always mentions the toilets. You didn't mention the toilet. It's the only toilets that are. What? Sorry. Oh.
Hello.
Have I gone? No, I didn't say anything. I think I've just made a random noise.
No, he just stopped. Was it?
Who? What?
There's a question. Another one. Yeah, I had that. I had that about 3 weeks ago on draft. Funnily enough, and it's actually I've forgotten how good it was. It's probably the first time I had it on draft. I had it like a few times in cans. Sorry to put that over your face. StreamYard needs to sort.
It's all good.
They need to. They need to sort that out.
Go back to the Philharmonic comment. When I told people in work that I'd been to the Philharmonic pub, at least 5 people said, "What did you think of the toilets?"
Yes.
I was like, I didn't go to the toilets.
Do you know why?
Where is it?
Why? What? I forgot what they said.
It's the only toilet with what's it called when it's grade. It's graded toilets, so they're protected. You can't knock them down.
Graded.
Oh, so the listed toilet.
The listed toilet. That's the word I was looking for. Sorry. Yeah. They're the only listed toilets. But it's only the toilets. It's not nothing else.
Listed toilets. Are you taking the piss?
I'm not. They're like over. They're 100 years old.
Yeah, I can't find it. Oh well.
I can't believe I've not been to the toilets in the Grove. The Grove, the Philharmonic.
Yeah, no. But it's good though. You can sit on a wing-back chair, literally right by a fire with a pint. What more do you want?
You feel like a yeah. You feel like a libertine.
No problem, Scott, mate.
Yeah. I've just.
I didn't realise you
just finished that.
I didn't realise you was going on with Dean.
I'll be back in a minute. I'm just going to let the cat in.
So yeah, I was waiting for Litland to go to bed and all that, and I was looking at my phone. He was live with Dean, so sorry about that. I didn't know what was going on there, but that was Witchwood Old Humbug, yeah.
Yeah, not too bad. Very nutty. A little bit of licorice.
It's all right. It's kind of middle of the road, isn't it? Sort of thing.
Yeah, it's serviceable.
Yeah, I've never had it on cast. I'd like to try it on cast, but if I saw it on cast somewhere, well, there you go.
This is next.
Oh well. But,
3 for a £5.
Yeah,
because I didn't have any beers.
That's fair enough. You haven't got you've drunk them all.
Plus, yeah. I've only got like Imperial sours and stouts and stuff I want to bring to the show.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to drink too many.
In the chat,
oh, it's going crazy, man.
Yeah, in the chat, in our little group chat that we've got,
Oh, right.
I was talking about, I need more Imperial Stouts. I need more Imperial Stouts.
Yeah.
I'd completely forgotten that I've got an Imperial Stout from Grim.
Oh, really? Shit.
Yeah.
We've got another comment here. My two
An Imperial Stout with coffee,
Oh, sorry.
vanilla, and maple syrup.
Sounds good.
Sorry.
So that's right. My two favourite Brewdog beers are Jet Black Heart and 5AMC. Yeah, I mean, Jet Black Heart's probably their best. For
Cat appeared and then disappeared.
Sorry, their best darks kind of core range beer. 5AM saying I've not had that for a while. It's okay.
Praline Porter's not too bad.
The zombie cake.
Zombie cake, yeah. Yeah, I've not had that can. I've had it
It's
on
not
draft.
too bad.
I've had it on draft. It's all right, but obviously the have you tried the Elvis juice? That's probably one of their better. Peter, you like it? Peter's favourite beer.
I do really enjoy Elvis juice. Not
How
had
do
it
you
for
think?
months, though.
I'm sorry. How do you think it compares with the Rebus from Williams Brothers that you can get in Aldi? Because I find that slightly better.
I'm trying to think.
The one can that I had, so take my opinion with a pinch of salt. The one can I've had of the Rebus, the Williams Brothers, well, not Rebus Brothers. That's a fictional character, but the one can that I had, I thought the grapefruit was just maybe a little bit too synthetic.
Okay.
I actually quite like the Belhaven grapefruit.
So I think,
I'm sorry, I couldn't drink that.
see, the Belhaven for me is way too synthetic.
Yes, that's why I couldn't drink
It
it.
was way too synthetic for me.
But for me, I thought it. Well, what was the was it a can or a bottle? Probably a can. I thought it was all right. Surprisingly, I was like, "Wow, okay." I didn't do a review of it because I was like, "Oh, I'll get it again," and then it disappeared like it does. And I thought it was okay.
If you ever see it, the Belhaven 90 shilling, that's a decent beer for a wee heavy. It's
right.
I had it in Edinburgh on draft. It was really quite decent. Also as well, the chat's gone. I can only see the private chat.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, it's still okay this side. Weird.
That's really odd.
Queen. Cheers. Hope you're doing well. See, I don't know what this is. Let's have to look. Highly recommend if you ever get the chance to try it. Brewery 85. Brewery 85. Let's have a look. Brewery 85.
It's going to be American, isn't it?
I was going to say, is it an American brewery? We might not get it here. Brewery 85. Yeah, they're in America. Greenville, South Carolina. Yeah, we don't get them over here in the UK. So I remember the brewery, and you never know the way it goes over here. Sometimes we get some sort of you wouldn't expect to get that over here. Like
they just appear sometimes, don't they?
Yeah.
Well,
I know we can get a few beers from Licking Hole Creek in the UK now.
What?
Yeah, change the name. Just change the name.
Is it tea? Sweet tea.
I just wish we could get a lot more Great Divide beers. We used to get quite a few.
Yeah.
And now we're just
sweet tea. So
just don't.
The same, according to Untapped, it's no longer in production, which is odd.
Oh, my live comments are now back. That's weird.
Yeah, I don't know why that shit happens with StreamYard. Sweet tea, not teas. I'm thinking of something else.
Sweet Pete.
No.
I told you not to say that name.
Sweet Teas. That's something else. That's what I said.
All right.
I don't think you were on the comments in the last stream, Peter, but I said last time that I watched the Manchester piss up after being advised to watch it, and I did feel almost halfway through it very sorry for you. You seem to just be getting abused.
Thank you.
Manchester piss.
Yeah.
Was he?
I don't know why I got very jokingly angry during the
Oh, that was hilarious. The
I don't know why I got so argumentative.
All the kebabs. You're like, who's eating all the meat? And then we showed you the video. It was you. That's hilarious. That was pretty good. Paul actually videoed you eating all the meat.
God, I was a mess. Yeah.
You weren't ill.
That train ride home was not fun.
I'm just going to do a screen share here. If this thing wants to load, which is lovely, in the next millennia. There we go. Right. Let's do this beer.
This is skunked to fuck.
It's a clear bottle, isn't it?
Taste.
Did you get it from Lidl?
Yeah.
Did you go to the new Ormskirk Lidl?
No, I got it from Bargain Booth.
Oh, okay.
No, I've not been to the Ormskirk Lidl yet. I was in the Wigan Lidl the other day. Got some pretzels, which I was very happy about because I love pretzels.
Oh, that is a weird screen share, that, right? You can see it, but it's like it's like a tiny window.
I don't know why it's going like that.
It's really, really strangely formatted on my screen. Oh, it's gone now.
That one.
Oh, that's better.
That's
better.
That's better.
Yes. You just need to be on the right tab.
There we go. Yeah, that's all it was. Why has it still got that all on? Oh, here we go. Clear off. God, it's taking ages. I mean, there's lamb. Yeah, so sweet tea sour. It's not in production anymore. So
probably not going to try it then.
I don't know. I mean, we won't get it anyway, even if it was still around, kind of thing.
Do you think we'll get more from that brewery that does flat tire? What are they called?
New Belgium.
Piston Head?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well,
New Belgium.
Probably.
That's the thing that pisses me off about these takeovers in the US.
This is the topic I was actually going to kind of come up with, because it's like, to us, it's like, to me at least, it doesn't really bother me that much. I'd rather than be taken over than be a little bit discriminated against their staff. We know we're getting out there. That bothers me a hell of a lot more than the takeover.
Yeah.
It's the change of taste.
We never see is coming to us when a European or Asian conglomerate buys a company. It's like just export. I mean, Northern Monk are now selling on their web shop internationally. So why can't a brewery that's being bought out by a multi-million-dollar corporation
part of Lion,
just distribute more?
Yeah, part of Lion now. Yeah. So
I mean, with the Lagunitas stuff, we've only got 2 or 3 new beers that we didn't really see.
Yeah. You don't see that there's more in Europe than the UK of Lagunitas.
I only ever see 3. You only see 12th Ale.
The IPA.
Yeah.
And I can't think of the other one.
And the daytime IPA and the normal IPA. That's all I ever see.
We don't get little something. That seems to be. Why don't we get that? All the stuff we get, we can't get that. And it's like, it's definitely more in America. You definitely get it in America. It's more in Europe. You go onto some of these websites like Beer Republic and stuff like that, and they always seem to hold them for whatever reason, or beer gym, or we don't get any of the much of the imperial kind of stouts and stuff. They get them a lot in Ireland, which is really odd, but we don't seem to get them, which is, I don't know why.
I think it's the overall.
A lot of this
Yeah, he'll be
with
back.
American breweries. Does the distribution? Does the distribution?
That's right.
Does the distribution actually, like, yeah? Your two screens just turned into black boxes with the circle. So I'm going to make this point, then I'm going to leave and then come back again because I think my internet's just awful tonight. But like with these breweries that have been like, does the distribution actually change stateside? Or is it still this sort of like state to state regional
certain states you can't
situation?
You can't have beers over certain ABVs. I think Georgia is one of them, which has got
the licensing laws.
Fucked up state, which is bizarre. I don't get it. It's the same country, but you can have it and you can't. It's like, what? I don't understand.
Well, I think it was only. Sorry.
Yeah.
I know it's a big country, but it doesn't make any sense why that kind of happens. But I mean, I know Paul sometimes is in the chat, and I'll speak to you in a second, Paul. When I stop gum being. I don't know what. Let me just do that a second. I don't know why some states do that, and I don't think some states you can get any beers coming into your state from somewhere else. I have no idea, but I'm sure. Paul, if you want a link, give me a message. I think I remember you saying you was off tonight. I don't know if you've got any podcast, bloody blahs, or whatever. It might be a little bit early, but let us know anyway. Anyway, back to that comment on screen. Check out the website, Brewhort. You can get that's what I'm saying. You can get a lot of American beers that you can't really get online anywhere else. I've noticed them there. They're very predominantly like Founders sort of thing. You always get a lot of Founders stuff that you can't really get anywhere else online in the UK. Not that I'll be going out, rushing out and getting them at the moment, but that's just me. But you can get a lot of like Sierra Nevada stuff that you can't really. I have not seen anywhere else, which is really cool. Sorry, I've muted you. Sort that out.
Sorry, bloody cat.
No, that's all right. Canal thought it was a dog.
No.
But yeah.
Shit. 1 sec. Sorry.
Yeah, no worries. that broke.
Yeah.
It wasn't you, Peter.
No, it wasn't me this time.
It wasn't you. The ages in the US range from 18 to 21. Don't know what that means. So they're both gone. Okay. So we've got 3 people watching. Is anyone else having a drink at the moment? Paul, do you want a link? Let me know, and I'll. Is Paul in the chat? Paul. Send you a message. Why is everyone gone? Is it me? I don't think so. Let's have a look. Right, I'm working fine. Any more comments while we wait for company? Incidentally, I'm drinking a beer from. We'll enlarge the screen. Unfortunately, I'm drinking a beer from the Tempest Brewing Company. These guys are out of Scotland. Elemental Dark Ale, as you can see, it's a porter. It's a 5.1%. That's not 5.11. That's the It's the rubbish screen. 5.1% pour. Out of the Borders, which is hence the name. That is actually a county. But yeah, near, is it Berwick upon Tweed sort of range in the sort of southeast Scotland, bordering northeast England sort of area. I've not had a beer from these for ages either. So yeah, that's a very decent beer. I went away and done a review of that about 20 minutes ago. So nice looking beer in a glass. Very creamy, very kind of full-bodied. It's very smooth. It's very kind of well balanced. Although it says it's 40 IBUs, I'm not really getting any of that sort of malarkey flavours of chocolate, roasty, and malty. I'd say malty, roasty, a little bit of coffee, maybe a little bit of kind of cocoa powder sort of vibe, that sort of thing. But yeah, very, I'll say robust, but it's very standard, above average pour for sure. Enjoyable, tasting. We have another comment here. Oh wow, I'm drinking a Dark Lord Imperial Stout by Three Floyds. Ow. Wow. Yeah, that's a beer that I'd love to try for sure. I've got was it that one? Oh, it might be over here. Is it Cigar City? No. I've got a beer from Cigar City I had earlier in the year, a bottle share, and actually nicked the bottle. It's Hunapoo's Imperial Stout from Cigar City. I had that probably about 3 or 4 months ago at a bottle share. It's not what I brought along, but I nabbed the bottle because I never thought I'd actually ever have to try that. Probably one of the many best beers of this kind of year. So it's a 28 edition, incidentally. But yeah, awesome stuff that was. But it's also a real kind of treat. So why has everyone disappeared? I don't understand it. I seem to be still working okay. Let me get off this screen because I don't like it that much. Got away. They're still gone. So I mean, I understand Adam going because he smashed his glass. But yeah, Dark Lord though. I'd love to try that one day. We'll have to go to America, I guess. Oh. Waiting for a comment from my good friend Paul. I don't know if he's still in the chat. 4 people watching. I will see. What is that? Some of the stuff people post on groups that I'm part of. Hilarious. That's it. It just stuck with me, I'm afraid. Trying to think. Earlier on, if you wasn't around, I had a couple of beers from the London Beer Factory that they kindly sent to me quite a while ago. I should have reviewed ages ago. It's a beer called Shallow Waters. I should do this again, really. I don't really want to, but so it's a table beer that we get over here in the UK. It's only in Belgium, France, that sort of thing. So it's only a very, very lowly 2.8%, and it was tasting kind of that way, but still very decent. It was kind of a cloudy sort of, almost like a session pale ale, if that kind of makes sense. That kind of deal. So that was all right. And from the same brewery, London Bohemia, a Czech style lager, 5% ABV. Quite a nice looking can there. Excuse me. And yeah, it's kind of got Munich and lager malts sort of thing. Magnum hops, Hallertau and Hallertau Tradition. 5%, as I already said. We get the was it 11.2 or 11.3 fluid ounce cans, which equates to what we use over here, 330 ml, instead of the 500, instead of the 355 12 ounce that you get over in the States. There's any Americans watching, so no more comments, and no one's come back. Yay! So yeah, about that New Belgium tap takeover. New Belgium takeover. What are your guys' thoughts on feelings about that over in the States? Do you stop buying breweries' beers as soon as they've been taken over, or does it bother you that much? I don't know. I kind of look at it the brewers and the owners kind of perspective, I guess. Because you never know in craft beer whether your business in a few years could dwindle a bit, and then you kind of regret not taking the massive check, I guess. I've got my friend in the chat. How you doing, brother? Hope you're doing well. Up there. I was on my trip to London the other day. It was very good. I'm out with one of the guys that features a lot in the kind of Canadian beer tubing scene. He's more of a guest, and they do like a bottle share when they go to Canada, Ontario, every year, sort of thing. So yeah, it's great to meet up with him. Obviously done a few bars, as you can see, to Goose Island, Shoreditch, McKellar in London, and a couple of bits of traditional things, and yeah, just not a nice few hours, nice kind of like 4 or 5 hours, just chilling out and stuff like that. So exchanged a few beers that I'll be reviewing in the next few weeks, I guess. He just got another beer, so King Frankenstein. I'm looking forward to. It's called Piney the Elder. Oh wow, right, okay. It's one of them kind of classic beers. I think there's a handful of, certainly from the UK's kind of perspective looking in, because we don't, but like iconic, if you like, beers, and that is definitely one of them. I mean, perhaps not. I mean, they are iconic, but perhaps not as sought after as I would say some of the other kind of beers that certainly. I think like Sierra Nevada Pale Ale, Alchemist Heavy Topper. That kind of. This is like legendary sort of beer. How you doing? You all right?
Yeah, it's fine. I caught my glass on the edge of the table.
Yeah, no worries. Peter went just straight after you did, so I was like, okay.
Sorry.
Yeah,
right. The cat's eyeing me up.
I've just been walking along, so it's no biggie.
Yeah, I haven't broken a glass in 2 years, and then 2 on the bounce in the last 3 months.
On the bounce.
Yeah.
Yeah, for some reason I've only broken 1 in like 5 years.
I was washing up on my Abbey glass. I had a unbranded Abbey glass, and it just shattered completely as I was washing up, and then that one just knocked against the table, which is stupid.
I'm waiting for Pete to go back so I can go to the toilet. I don't think Jake could be joining now. It's midnight. So
okay.
I guess not. I did leave it a bit late, and he was busy at the time, so no worries. I was just, I just fancied coming on for a few hours. Just been on an hour and a half now. So I'll probably give another half hour, and then.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, no, but I don't know where don't know where the rest of the gang is. I actually need to go to the toilet, so I'm really sorry.
Okay. No, it's fine.
Yeah. I'll
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, it's got to be done. See you in a second.
No worries. So I can see the comment from King Frankenstein about Pliny the Elder. Again, it's one of those beers that is incredibly sought after. Will it live up to the hype once you try it? It's not a beer I've had, so I don't know. I love a West Coast IPA. I've actually got, don't think it's a West Coast. It's just described as an IPA. Just exploded over me as well, which is the Allendale Wonderlust. 6.5. I have no idea. It doesn't really describe itself. It just says IPA, so who knows? It's probably going to be the American style. It was incredibly lively when I opened it. Still incredibly lively. Three Floyds, are they based out of Brooklyn? Not without looking. I believe that was Craig's trip to London, wasn't it? He looked like he had a good time. Went to Michaela Bar. It's one of on my hit list to go to next time I'm there. It's very lively. I have no idea what happened to Peter. I dropped my glass and apparently he went, so there we go. Let's have a look at these comments. Yeah. 18 to 21.
Is that?
You all right, Craig?
Yeah. I'm just. Oh, yes. It's getting really windy.
Yeah.
It's not just a toilet. It's actually really windy outside. The door keeps banging at the moment, so I need to.
I'm not having the best luck either. Bloody beer exploded on me as soon as I opened it.
Seriously.
Yeah, it's one of those days.
It's funny.
It's all right then. Just a supermarket Morrison's one.
Oh yeah, I've seen that one. I've not had. I don't think I've had anything from them. I've seen them floating around, but what is it? What brewery is it?
Allendale.
Allendale, yeah.
It just describes it as an IPA.
Mm-hmm.
So I've no idea. I was saying I have no idea whether it's going to be a West Coast style or whether it's just sort of a amalgamation.
It must be a delayed comment.
Who is he talking to? Jenkins, yeah. I've seen him on comments before.
Yeah, he's on Simon's live stuff quite a lot.
He is. Who was I talking to? I was just talking to anyone because I was on my own.
Yeah, I had to go for a little toilet break, like you do.
I could just be talking.
Yeah, it's just good. Just
could have just sat here in silence.
It's just it happens, isn't it? Sometimes I don't know where Peter went. I guess he's either doing a review or he's got a problem with his MacBook. I'm not sure. I'll try and find out and see what he's at. Where am I? That's the one I want. Peter. I don't understand. Okay. Was and then to put I. You, not an I. It's not been on for an hour, so I don't know. He's probably having some issues or doing a review. So whatever.
He did did he leave abruptly? I missed it because
Yeah, he just went like, but he's still on. His thing's still on screen.
Yeah, I can see it.
So perhaps he's just gone to do a review. Depending on what he's drinking, it could take 15 minutes or whatever.
Yeah, when he was talking about the Sponta Carrot, the Michela one, I was thinking I meant to ask him whether it tasted like. I don't know if I had a friend that brewed carrot wheat wine, and I wondered whether it was close to that sort of flavour. Yeah,
I know that they had that on the London Craft Beer Festival in August on one of the days, and it might have been one of the sessions I was there, but I couldn't even find the brewery stand. That is actually one I really wanted to try. But it doesn't really matter. But it would have been nice, kind of thing. Just realised no plug to charge this up. Oh, well.
The Sponta Basil has been in my local bottle shop for years, but it's £14 for a 750ml bottle, and I'm thinking
that's not bad. If you're doing a bottle share or something, that's all right.
It is, but there's no bottle shares in our local area unless you're doing homebrew.
Right.
So I think if you don't like it, it's a lot of beer.
That's a lot
for a lot of money.
Yeah, and if you don't like it, then it's like you've got all that beer and you spent 15 quid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we're quite lucky around. There's one tomorrow. I think my friend's hosting actually. He was in the chat. I'm not. I want to go, but I'm not sure yet what domestic front is like. So, okay. So we've got my mate Paul wants to join. So
PA Brews.
Yeah. My back's starting to ache. Not ache, but days. I don't know.
I'm sat up.
That hurts.
You're in a nice, comfy computer chair. I've got a hard-backed wooden kitchen chair.
The chair's comfy, but my back decided it's not. Oh man. Right, let me just copy this, and then I'll.
I'm not sure what King Franklin means in his comments where he says the ages in the US range from 18 to 21.
I don't know either.
Does he mean age of beer, age of drinker?
I don't know if it's ABV, maybe. Oh, there's the link, Paul. Oh, man.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we mentioned before about the ABV per state.
I think that's what it means. Hopefully. This goes away, I'll be all right. I need to get another beer, one that I don't have to review as well.
Friends of Sunset, who says about the Drygate one. Yes, the Orinoco Stout.
So I'm not even looking.
No, it's okay.
Yeah.
Is a lovely stout. I really like it. It's quite thin, but the flavour is really nice.
There's one in there's one in Aldi at the moment, isn't there? Well, it was.
Yes, because I had that I wasn't on the chat. It was when I came in. I've been out and I come in and I had the mango.
Yeah, I mean, most of them are sold. There's still a few bits and bats in my local one, and they've kind of generally sold through. But you can still get the I think it's the Brooklyn Lager. Is it Brooklyn Lager? No, Boston Lager. They reduced that down to, I think it's like £1.20 a bottle.
Okay.
It's all right for a lager. It's only a £3.30 bottle, I think, or £3.55. I think it's £3.30s actually. So I think Shep and Neem brew it. I can't remember. But
The last Shepherd Neame I had was the double chocolate stout, and it was actually all right.
Yeah.
Not a terrible stout.
Yonder are so good. You had anything from them? I've not
Yeah,
had that. I think they might have that in the. They've got one or two new ones in the Ravensgate actually. I haven't looked at their thing today.
I'm trying to think what I've had a couple, but I can't remember. They're all sours, aren't they, in farmhouses?
I'm sure they got some new beers in today, but they haven't posted it on social media. There was a few that I saw on Untapped today that I didn't know about. So I think it depends.
I had the Belgian IPA as well. I'm trying to think. Just trying to go on tap now and see what ones I actually had. But it keeps trying to do Yonderbock, and I don't want that. Right.
Yonder are great. They really are fantastic. One of the beers I had at Indie Man is now in bottles, and it's quite expensive. It's like 18 quid a bottle, I think. I can't even remember what one that was.
Here we go.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, Dunkson's Exile was the Belgian pale I had. That was really nice.
Right. Head Brewer Drygate is a master. 0.9 understand. Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
I don't know how that affects your. I know that affects your palate, obviously, because you train your palate to become a Cicerone. But does that actually aid in your brewery skill?
I don't know. I mean, I'm surprised the head brewer is allowed to be one.
It might have been before he was head brewer there.
Yeah, is a master. I don't know. I'm just, yeah, I suppose so. Yeah.
But I think I'm trying to think. I had the IPL, which I'm pretty sure is I had that in Edinburgh, and it was. It's got a funny name. It's a Greek beast. There's two things. I'm trying to think what it's called.
I know. Is it there? I can't. Orinoco Stout. That's pretty good.
Yeah. I said before. Yeah, that's a decent one that you can get in Sainsbury's.
Yeah, I actually done a review. I opened it. I was like, for the price, it was like I can't remember now.
Chimera. That's the one I can't remember.
Right. Yeah, I remember having that. I thought, wow, this is really good. For the price and everything else and the supermarket. That's a damn good beer. It's a really high quality for where you're getting it. It really shocked me how good it was.
I think the Glasgow brewing scene is one that's sort of building. If you look at what are they called, they got big cans that like almost the same as the Arbor cans. I'm trying to remember what they do. The Rose Goes from them. I can't remember what they're called.
I've had a few beers from them, but not a lot. I mean, they do
Overtone.
Oh right, yeah. I think I've had. Is it a beer called Red Eyes or something? I think it's a Red IPA or something like that. Or
Okay.
I can't remember. That was a few years back. Again, I've had a handful of them. Is it something some forklift thing or whatever they do?
That's Drygate, yeah, Mango forklift truck.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I've reviewed it ages ago. But I think they've done a rebrand, and that was in Aldi as well. That's part of that range.
Yeah, I've had both, and I thought the rebrew wasn't as good, but
okay.
just my opinion. The rebranding looks great, though.
I mean, the original can was still pretty cool, and the new one looks good. It's just like, Warren, it was all right when I had it the first time, but It depends. If you're on a real budget, then yeah, then fair enough. Just leave that one and grab the stout, grab the milk stout. That's what
I think the only times I've had it is if I went and got the mango forklift because they changed the branding, and I was in Aldi anyway shopping, and then the Orinoco is sold in Sainsbury's in Liverpool Central, so that's usually a beer. If I'm getting another train that's going cross country, it's a beer I'll pick up on the way.
Yeah, no, it's there's some decent beers in the supermarket now, isn't there? I mean, you had that recent range from Morrison's. Did you get to try any of those? I've still got one or two in the fridge. Actually, I need to review.
Yeah, I had the Siren. Is it Pomple Cielo or the grapefruit IPA sour?
Yeah, that's one of the beers I've got in the fridge, and it's great up north. Ale from Northern. I still got that. Because I've really not been doing a lot of reviewing lately, so I've got all these things in the fridge that I should be getting through, and I've been not. And I've had the odd few beers, but then I've had a few days where I've not been. Quite a few days where I've not been drinking at all. Just not felt like it. Just
beer fatigue.
I've just not had any kind of urge or need to actually have a beer. Well, I don't want to drink for the sake of drinking, sort of thing.
No,
I want to drink and enjoy it, not be bored, sort of thing. I think it's just going through one of them sort of periods of the last few months. Just sort of, I prefer going out doing stuff with other people, and I think sometimes I'm more of a social drinker. Sometimes it's starting to hit me a little bit. Of course, if you're reviewing beer, then you've got to keep trying. I don't want to do it and not have my heart in it, if that makes sense. Which it hasn't really been lately for some reason. I don't know why.
You do see reviewers on YouTube that are really pushing themselves, and that will review beers on a sort of a daily basis. And I know sometimes they do it where they keep it they'll do it in one go, save it, and then put it out. I think maybe that's a good idea, but do you really need that much content? I know there's a reviewer that I know personally is Dave, who Beer Dad reviews.
Oh, right.
He's literally down the road from me, so I've chucked a few beers his way to review, but he's had medical issues, which he said on his channel, that stopped him from reviewing. And it's one of those things where you've got to sort of put your personal life first.
Yeah. No, it's just, I don't know. I've been feeling fine. I just haven't really felt the need to. I've got to be the first to get it, review it, and put it out straight.
Yeah.
I've never been kind of like that. Even with all these supermarket beers this year, back in April when Tesco's done that first batch of 440ml cans and all that, everyone's going crazy. Got to buy them all and review them. That's just, you do that. I will as and when. I'm not that fussed. So.
I always thought it was more important to be unique rather than first.
Yeah. I mean, it's whatever. If you want to do that, great. If it works for you, fantastic. But it's just not something it's like for me, it's more like a rat race sort of thing.
Yeah.
I don't really want to get into that.
No.
Got to get them all Pokemon sort of. I mean, I had that spell probably 3 years ago when Cloud War were just bottling and then a little bit when they first started canning. I was very straight away bang. And then it got out of hand. You can't keep up with them all, and it doesn't. Then you realise it actually doesn't really matter if you get all these new releases from all these amazing breweries in the UK. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter. And I just got to the point where I had a period where I couldn't go out and buy everything anyway. So and you can't now. There's just too many. But it doesn't really matter. I'm more for the company, to be honest with you. So,
Do you find yourself going back to this to tried and trusted beers rather than sort of experimenting?
Breweries, I do. You've got half an idea Peter's back. So, there we go. Hello, you all right?
There we go. Yeah, not too bad. My younger brother just came in, so
right. I thought it was something
derailed things slightly.
Of course.
Yeah, sorry about my
It's all right.
unannounced absence.
No worries.
I dropped a glass. I was an idiot, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Rather you than me.
I know.
Right, I need to get a beer that I don't need to review. I don't need to review anything, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. One you're not saving.
Yeah, I'll have one more. I think I'll have one more beer, and then I'll shut it down, whatever. But what are you drinking now? That Bishop's Finger.
Yeah, still on the Bishop's Finger.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. We got Paul in the house.
Still got quite a considerable amount left.
Right, you just need to get your camera going, and then your. Can you hear us? Is he there? I missed the private chat. Sorry. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. I saw you when you come in. They think they've put an alert, like a bell on when someone new comes in to the basement. So it notifies the host. Sometimes you can just like. You're not looking, you're too busy yakking, and you're not looking sort of down at the bottom part.
I have noticed that SteamYard still is a beta on the screen rather than. I thought it might have had a proper release.
I think, yeah, I don't know what that's all about, but can't hear or see you, Paul. So I don't know.
Can't see it, Paul.
It's showing the muted symbol as well.
It says his internet is not strong enough.
Oh dear.
Which is really pissing him off. So, are you using your mobile? I don't know if you can actually hear us, or you got. I don't know how it works. Oh, we got James in there as well. Okay.
Yeah,
so,
I got that message from Paul.
Hey guys.
Tough titty. Hi James.
How's it going?
Hey there, mate. You all right? All good.
I'll just doing all right. Hey, I'm in my natural position again. I'm in my bed.
Yeah. Did you get my message the other day on that New Gralis beer, the Spotted Cow?
Yeah, no, I think I replied to your comment. I
haven't been on there, so yeah.
Yeah, no, I replied to the comment on the. Where is it?
Okay. Yeah, I haven't checked. It didn't show up on my phone for some reason. So.
You'll be quite surprised with that one. It's actually quite similar to like an English kind of traditional beer, which I didn't expect.
Right. Yeah. So I've got one beer I'm going to save for Christmas Day, and then there's a few other beers I'm just going to drink. He wants me to do a review, so that's going to be great. I wasn't expecting that from him, but I took him a couple of bits up from local stuff, and he was happy. But, I'm just going to go and get my last beer, and I'll be back in a sec. So I'll leave you two for a second.
Can you really trust Peter and I to keep it clean?
Not really, but
I don't think so.
I don't think so, innit? How's it going, Peter?
Oh no! Oh, yeah, not too bad. How are you, James? It's been a while.
Yeah, no, I think the last couple of ones I've been on, you haven't been on, so yeah.
Yeah, I've not really been on too many streams, to be honest. Don't know why.
You used to be on when we did it, like maybe about a year or two ago. You used to be on fairly regularly, but yeah, beyond that, yeah, no, not for a while. I've not been on a stream with you for quite a wee while, actually. Yeah. Hello.
No, that's been a while.
Yeah. Oh, it's good. Yeah. I think I can't even remember the last stream. What are you on now?
Local brewery to me. It's a brewery called Chapter, and it's the Smiling at Strangers. Chapter.
Oh, Tractor Brewery.
No, Chapter.
Oh, Chapter, right? Okay.
Yeah, as in a book.
Cool.
It's the Smiling at Strangers.
Well, it's had a big imperial stout.
I don't think I've had. I don't think I've had anything from Chapter.
They do lovely stouts and they do lovely sours.
You two won't be too far away from each other, actually. Yeah.
Oops, sorry, both spoke at the same time.
I was just going to say, like, you two won't be too far away from each other, actually. Yeah.
No, two ends of the M58.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We should get something arranged. That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
I'd say, Liverpool or Manchester. Are you out? Are you out?
I'm open to either.
Yeah. Are you out in Manchester at the beginning of next month for the Beer O'Clock show thing?
I'm not too sure. If I ever look at my work schedule, I'll see what I can do because I've got a few holidays that I can use.
Because I know Rob's going. He said the last time that he was going.
The Beer O'Clock show. I'll have to look into that.
7th, I think it is. December.
Because 7th of December. No, I'll be in Bedwin with Craig, Dean, and Harry on the 7th of December, actually.
Oh, yeah, you guys are having that little get-together,
Well, if I wasn't there, I would have gone.
Big Smoke Brewing Company.
We certainly are.
That's in my advent calendar for this year.
Yeah, is that B52 jobby?
I've had it for ages. I know you reviewed it, Peter, and yeah. So
where's it from?
That stuff's not too bad.
Sorry.
Sure. Yeah.
They're out of
okay.
yeah, somewhere in Surrey.
Oh,
So I think I've had 3 or 4 of their beers this year. All from they had a few others on at the London Craft Beer Festival as well, which I never got to try.
Yeah. Now, I need to look at coming over to. I think maybe what I might do the next time I go home would be to go to. It'd be quite cool to like fly to London or something, or fly to Bristol and see Harry, and then come across to London and see you, Craig, and stuff. That would be quite cool.
You're probably better off flying to Heathrow and getting the train from London to Harry.
Ah, right, okay, yeah.
You can get the train.
Well,
from
I'm probably going to be in London on the 31st of January and the 1st of February. So,
all right.
Well, I need to go back home at the start of February and sort out some. I need to go to the Japanese consul in Edinburgh and shit and sort out some paperwork. So that could be.
What's that for? What's that for, Peter? Is it a gig?
It's like a gig that Ed Banger Records doing. I don't know if I'm doing it yet because I don't know if I can get the 31st of January and the 1st of February off, but if I am, it's in Brixton, so.
Oh,
is it the Academy?
Yeah, I've been there a few times. It's good.
I'm not too sure where the venue is. I've not booked tickets yet because I want
It's
to make
gonna be-
sure I've got those 2 days off.
It's going to be the Academy, I would have thought. I
It,
know.
it probably will be.
I know Brixton like the back of my hand. So you've got about 4 venues there that I'd go to. There's a Brewdog there, which is always worth a look.
Oh, nice.
You got a Craft Beer Co, Ghost Whale.
Is Brick Lane not near there?
No,
Okay.
no, that's more.
Sure, it's my knowledge in London shit.
It's South London, isn't it? Brick's more sort of just east of Central.
Okay.
But yeah, what else you got? Is it London Beer Lab, which is just round the corner. They're all really close together, not that far apart. What time? You don't know what time the gig is.
Yeah, it's not set in stone yet, but I will potentially be in London for at least a couple of days at the end of January.
Just let us know. Let us know.
Yeah, I will do.
I'll arrange a trip or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I could always sell the ticket anyway, so I'll probably get it booked and then see if I can get those days off. But we can definitely arrange something, whether it's the day of or the day after, because I'm sure I'll need some recovery beers.
Yeah. You need beers to get over beers.
A nice big 10% double IPA Reparations beer, they call it. Yeah. Yeah.
What are you
They
guys?
still do that beer.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. Are you guys thinking of going to the London Craft Beer
I
Festival
think so.
this year, or not? Thinking of going in August?
If I can get it booked, I will.
When is
Yeah.
it? What dates?
When are tickets on sale?
Yeah, well, they're on sale. They're on sale already. They've been on sale about 2 weeks.
What dates? Is
Is
it the same? Is it the same August? Was it August weekend?
Yeah. It's. I can tell you now because I've got all the pages up and running on my thing. If it loads, if it wants to load, it's the. Come on. 7th, 8th, and 9th of August.
Mm-hmm.
9th of August. I'll definitely be able to get it off, but it just depends. Is it different sessions?
Yeah, there's 5 sessions. 2 on the Friday, Thursday.
Have you already? Yeah.
I
Have you
haven't
already
booked
booked your tickets? All right.
No, not yet. When this year was so good. It's the best beer festival I've ever been to. The venue is amazing.
I just want to be able to go around London because I've not done that since I was like 10 years old.
London is crazy, man. It's bonkers.
Yeah.
It's 100 miles an hour. It's just rammed, and it's like the other day on Tuesday. Me and you sort of met up with you and you go into McKellar Beer Bar and it feels like a weekend on a Tuesday night. It's that kind of craziness, you know.
No sign of Rick Astley.
No, fortunately, he wasn't there. So, but a lot of his lyrics adorn the.
How
the
mental is
bars
it that Omnipio are in Germany?
That's been on the go for a few months, yeah. Omnipollo.
Oh, they're Swedish though, aren't
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're from Stockholm. It's the guy, the brewer's Ethiopian though.
Oh.
He's in Ethiopia just now doing stuff. So
Really?
yeah, promoting Ethiopian craft beer and stuff.
I was going to say, on the Apollo aren't going to be out there. How are they going to?
Can't afford it.
Well, what price point would it be out there?
I just can't believe they've got. Yeah, I can't believe they've got a bar in Hamburg.
Yeah.
I'd like to buy them at Ethiopian prices.
That would be good, yeah. I just
Surely
had the
more money being in the UK than in Hamburg.
Do you think that's why he's done the Ethiopian coffee?
Maybe. There you go.
Selassie, yeah, that's the name of one of their old leaders or something. Yeah.
I've had that, yeah.
I haven't yet.
Is that an Imperial Stout?
Yeah.
Is that the one? Is that rope thing, the green rope?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
terrible light, but yeah.
Oh, that's one. I need to try that one. Yeah.
It's a good beer.
I got that free.
Oh, even better.
I've not had Omnipollo for ages.
I wouldn't say it's as good as the Noah, the original Noah.
Yeah.
It's not quite that, but it's not far off.
They've changed the name of that now to Aeon as well.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the
Peter's got the yellow belly.
Is that the cease and assist?
Yeah.
I've got 2 of those in the fridge. Still.
I had it on keg that brewed at Liverpool, and it served far too cold, and it took quite a while to warm it up to sort of trying to get the sort of peanut flavours out of it.
Yeah, I think that beer is better fresher. I don't think it ages very
well.
well.
Don't you find that when the stouts like that are chilled, they've got such like a milky buttermilk mouthfeel?
Some of them.
Yeah.
I don't think they all lend it to it, but some of them do.
Yeah.
I've got a couple of those in the fridge still. If I go out tomorrow night to a bottle share that I've been invited to, I might take one of those. And I'm trying to think what else I could take.
Yeah. There's been a thing actually with Omnipollo over here at the moment because they were supposed to release a beer today. You know, Fata Morgana, the sort of New England IPA that they have. They were supposed to release a quadruple dry hop version of that, and apparently they released the Tetragrammaton a few weeks back, and the cans were exploding apparently. So yeah, like they had to cancel their release of this new Fata Morgana. I was gutted because it means it comes out like 2 days after I go to Japan, so I don't know if I can get it.
Can't you? One of your mates get it for you, or grab it for you, give them the money, and say, "Can you get it?"
Yeah, no, they can do. I can do that, but the problem is when I come back, it will be like a month old, so it's not.
Fata Morgana is quite an interesting film from Werner Herzog, by the way.
I'm going to say that again. Sorry. What about Fata Morgana?
All I can hear is crisp bag.
Sorry, they're very crunchy.
All right.
Cheetos, yeah.
I love the crunchy ones. I'll mute myself.
No, you're right. Joking.
Is anyone else experiencing like disruptions?
No, mine's running the best it's done for a while. But I'm
Just your feed.
Yeah, see, your picture's not very good.
Yeah, my internet must be fucking shocking right now.
But
It's communist. It's not working as intended.
Yeah.
What screen resolution are you using on the settings?
Yeah, I don't think you can. Yeah, I don't think you can actually modify it when you use your phone.
Oh, you're on your phone.
It just gives me no options to.
I'm using 360p. I've brought it down a notch because after the last, not the last two have been touchwood, been pretty decent. But the two before that have been shocking. I couldn't actually get into my to my own stream.
I've got to quickly see how it goes without having video. So if you can deal with not seeing not seeing my beautiful face.
No, I have to see you. So you're gonna have to.
Me too.
You're gonna have to log off and come back in
you
again.
guys.
Log off and come back in again.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Just because sometimes glitches and fucking all this shit.
Paul,
You sent him away, Craig. How could you? You broke my heart.
Yeah. I'm not letting him back in again. So.
I've got YouTube open as another tab, and although
Right.
it's massively delayed, Craig's actually the clearest on it.
Right. Yeah, I've used the middle resolution sort of setting, so it's looking okay on my screen as well, which is I don't like that, but
And then me and James are about even.
the lighting's not bad. It seems to be in focus. I don't know, whatever.
Yeah.
I'll pay for it. There'll be another day where I can't even. It won't even work. So whatever.
No. One thing that we need to set up like a proper. Well, you and Harry and stuff are meeting up. But I need to figure out if I can do something with you guys in February or something like that. That would be cool.
Yeah, there's a festival in London, Brew London,
Oh, okay.
coming up, which is they've changed the name from Craft Beer Rising to Brew
Oh,
London.
right. Okay. Yeah.
It's that same festival, same place, but they've just changed the name. So I'm hoping to go to that.
Is that because it's now associated with the SIBA?
I don't know, to be honest.
I'm
with you.
sure I heard that on a podcast where they were talking about it being associated with SIBA because Jager Weiss of Wildcard is the SIBA representative for Southeast.
Okay, right. No, didn't know that. I was supposed to be going earlier this year in February, but I had a really, really bad chest infection for about 3 weeks, and I just there's no. I wanted to go, but I was not. I just thought it was pointless because it's. Yeah, I was in a bit of a state back then, so I just ended up not going. I sold my ticket.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, it'd be quite cool to go to Hop City or Dark City with you guys at some point. Like, I need to.
Dark City's today. Started today.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Okay.
The beer list is epic.
Yeah. Rob's there tonight, and I've got a few friends locally that have gone. Like, I couldn't do both. It's either Indie Man or that, and I've always wanted to go to Indie Man, so we wanted to go for years.
Yeah, Indie Man would be cool actually. Yeah.
Well, that's sort of early October.
What would one that would be quite cool actually would be to go to Fine Fest. Actually, that's usually a good festival actually out on Kintyre. That would be quite a good one to go to. We could look at that one time actually.
Yeah, but there's another one in June I want to go to in Brighton. They've done that this year, and that's about. I mean, it's still a fair way considering it's close. It's a bit of a mission to get to, even for me. I have to go to Ashford, change to Ashford, and it's like another. It's about 3 hours or so on a train for me, considering it's just down the road. Just down the road, it's still a bit of a mission, but they've got a few decent places there. They've got Craft Beer Co. They've got Brewdog. They've got some good bottle shops and stuff like that.
Which town is it again? Sorry,
Brighton.
Oh, just Brighton, right? Okay, sorry, I misheard you. Yeah.
Yeah, they've got Bison Beer, which I've heard some good stuff about. I think I've reviewed one of their beers years ago. Stuff like that.
Burning Sky, I imagine as well. Have they got a tap room, Burning Sky?
No, I wish they had. But but the Colonel Brewery now have got a tap room, which is awesome. So that's another
They
one.
had
for
tap
London.
room. They not have a tap
They
room
did.
previously.
They were the original tap room in Bermondsey,
Yeah,
Back
the
in-
beer owl.
and then they stopped, and then it was like they had like a shop, bottle only, take away sort of thing. But now they've got. I don't know if it's the original, the place they were before, or just down the road. I think it's next door to the brewery. They've got their own tap room now.
What is it that's making Kernel so hyped at the moment? Because you guys were talking about that in the group. Was that
There's just that they've got their own tap room. It's going to be fresh as, and their beers are awesome.
Yeah, no, Kernel. I've only had a few things from Kernel, but I've always quite enjoyed them. So that's somewhere that could be interesting to check out when I make it to London.
It's another one for Bermondsey's kind of feather in the cap sort of thing. It's just there's a handful of places now. Now they're back. It's like wow,
The
brewing by numbers, stuff like that. It's like
the beer mile is definitely on my sort of bucket list to do. Definitely need to do that.
yeah,
But
just let us know in plenty of time and stuff. I can get to London. I left London in like an hour and a half. So
It'd be quite cool. Sorry.
Sorry, I was going to say I can get to London in 2 hours, and if I book in advance, it's like 19 quid. So it's just a case of picking a date and sort of sorting the money out.
That's it. I mean, my thought was like, instead of flying to Edinburgh one time, as I can fly into London and take the train up. It'd be quite cool to do that. The other option is to fly to Bristol and sort of see Harry, then come across to London the other way, and then head north. Because it's been about 2 years now since I saw you guys in Manchester. It's been quite a while.
It's getting on. It'll be 2 years in March. Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? It's so fast, bonkers.
Yeah.
And Paul, which is like, miss him.
Yeah, I'm going to see Paul. I'm going to try and see Paul in September.
Wow. Cool.
Yeah, because I've got my friends getting married in Connecticut. So one of my friends who lives in Colorado, he's originally from Connecticut as well. And the girl that's getting married, I met through university, and her neighbor, he's like really into metal and beers and shit. So we're gonna do a bit of. Oh yeah.
Cheers, Blake.
Yeah.
He's a nice guy in the States.
Okay.
And that one.
Technical issues.
To close to 10 download speed, stream smoothly. I'm barely at 2.
Oh shit.
Yeah. It ain't gonna happen.
Yeah. But I know my friend and I, we are going to go. We're going to visit. We're going to do a little beer tour. We're going to go to Alchemist, Hill Farmstead. We're going to go to Portland in Maine as well and have a little look around, see if we can go to Bissell Brothers, and we're going to do Trillium, and then Treehouse on the way back.
Bloody
hell!
We're
going to try and do like a proper kind of round trip sort of thing.
What about McKellar and Other Half?
Well, I was looking at that. There's quite a few breweries I'd want to visit in the New York area. So Other Half would be one. I got an invite for a collaboration review that I did to go and check out Fifth Hammer. Finback would be another one, and there's a couple others. Finback would definitely be cool, and there was a couple of others that have gone right out of my head. But yeah, there's a good few in New York. Yeah,
a couple of beers from Fifth Hammer in London Craft Beer Fest over there.
Good stuff. The guy was a professional musician from what I remember, and he has like a collection of antique hammers, and he used them to make the taps in the brewery from what I remember.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's where the Fifth Hammer thing comes from. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go shortly, Craig. I've got
no,
with my niece at 9 a.m.
No problem, buddy. Cheers for joining again, and you're welcome anytime and all that jazz. So no worries.
Yeah, no, it's cool to meet you. Cheers.
Cheers. Right, I'll see you later.
Ciao.
See you later. Cheers, then. See you.
Oh, Peter's wanting back in.
Yep, I'll do that. And do that. There we go.
God, I'm glad that bastard's gone.
Oh, that's a bit mean, Peter.
Only joking.
What are you on now?
Sorry.
Is that a nice German lager?
No, it's not. It's a Morehouse White Witch.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm slumming it tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
Fair enough.
3 for a £5, real ale. Although Yellow Belly is staring at me since I pulled it out, but I'm not going to waste it.
Yeah, use that for review number 1000 or something.
He's
Oh,
gone
I'm-
past.
I'm
You'll be
already
up.
past.
You'll be all right. Right, use it for 2000 then. Yeah.
Maybe I might see if I can save that.
Mm.
I'm terrible at cellaring beers.
You
I
are.
need to.
You're awful. You're awful at that.
He's just an awful
way-
human being, isn't he?
I've got a
Craig,
five. I've got a 5-year-old bottle from. I think it was there. Was it Beavertown's 5th anniversary? It's about 4 or 5 years ago. I've still got. It's like in a box. It's like one sour, one stout. Still got
Oh,
that.
was that the Jekyll and Hyde?
That's the one. I've still got that. I've got another beer that, funnily enough, Chep and Neem sent me back in 2015. I've still got that. The Magna Carta. It's in a proper box and stuff. It's like, but it was the same year my daughter was born, so I'm like, I'm gonna just keep that until she's of an age. And it's gonna probably be tasting awful. Yeah. Well, I don't. You never know. It's like an 8% old ale, so I don't know how that would work. Might do. We'll see.
Could turn out awesome.
It could
Yeah,
turn out drain
well
pot,
do.
but you know, it's one of them. But it's been kept all right. A couple more comments from Paul. I was at my first brewery bottle release today. Oh, okay. New Trail. Yeah, I've heard a lot about this brewery.
Yeah.
New Trail
Did
Brewery.
you
At
queue
the
outside, Paul?
Moonlit Barrel Age Imperial Stout release. Was it? It wasn't a very. Was it a very thin queue, or not? I don't know. How's the beer tasting anyway? Have you tried it yet? Are you drinking it now? It's gone quiet.
Oh, I'm just recovering from that terrible pun.
Yeah, well, there you are. It is what it is. Awful.
Yeah.
I don't want good puns. They're boring.
There's a
Bad puns
Yeah.
are the worst. The best thing.
Yeah. Craig.
They
There's
are
a
worse.
fine line between a good pun
Oh,
and a
Good.
bad pun.
is there? Oh well.
He's such a troll, isn't he?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Trolls are the best.
Yeah.
So I've been told. So,
I enjoy
Sure.
trolls.
yeah, I don't.
enjoy trolls.
I don't care. It don't hurt me. It's just a computer screen with a load of writing.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, they've wasted their time.
Yeah.
Focusing on you, and it's like,
Yeah, I'm flattered.
I'm okay with that. I'm
Yeah.
okay.
I'm flattered that someone hates me that much and they still watch. Wow.
Yeah. I got one earlier on today that was someone was like, oh, the comment was just quite funny because it was just really contradictory. It was like, oh, be more specific, don't talk so much. I was like, how the fuck can I was like, how does that make sense? Surely if you're trying to be specific, you get to explain shit. It's like, come on. And he was like, oh, I can't use your review. And I was like, well, if you don't like it, don't fucking watch it then. I don't care. It's just a hobby for me. And this video was, this video was from like 2014. It was about 5 years old when I was just doing it. I was like, come on, use your brain a little bit.
Yeah.
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 I've had some comments on Jesus. I thought we'd had Halloween.
Mood lighting, Craig. Setting the tone.
Mood. Yeah. No, it works.
No,
I get some comments on stuff from like 4 or 5 years ago, and it's like, this is this, and oh, you're pouring it wrong. I didn't know back then. I didn't really care. I still don't really care. It's just,
you've
it's
got
just
a
like,
dirty glass.
yeah, good. It's good, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. I used to. It's quite funny with some of the German beers. You get the what they're like. Oh, you're using the wrong glass for this, and it's like, well, actually, the tulip glass is the best all rounder for any style. So.
Yeah.
And it's like the only thing that I don't know how much I buy that glassware affects the flavour of beer, to be honest. I mean,
No.
I sort of say like just if you keep the glass the same, if you use the tulip glass works with any style, to be honest. But and it's another variable you don't have to care about, sort of thing, when you're reviewing. So that's just me.
That's just me as well.
Yeah.
So we got Paul, and we have got probably a very happy
hop scene.
Slightly unsobered Rob in the chat. How you doing, brother? I'm doing all right. Yeah, you are pretty special to me as well, brother. And I'm not pissed. So yeah, and Paul agrees, and lots of lovey-dovey going on, and yeah, let's get away from that.
Yeah.
Good. Hope you had a good.
To Manchester tomorrow, Rob.
Yeah.
Somehow I don't think he's going to be up for that. He'll probably be struggling to move out his bed. Never mind across the country.
No.
Yeah. But I had a good night at the Dark and Wild. I wish I was there.
Yeah.
So I just couldn't do both. I couldn't do Indie Man and that. It was one or the other. And yeah, I've been wanting to go for it all year. I was like, I can't do it.
Yeah, to be honest, I'd be more inclined for the Dark than the Wild.
I think it's a very interesting combination. I don't know how it will all work, but it's Leeds. Yeah. It'll work.
Oh, see, just when you mentioned Wild, actually, Peter. Oh yeah. But, Copenhagen, Mikkeller Baghaven are hosting a sour beer fest. They're hosting a sour beer festival at the end of February, and I think my dad and I and some others are going to go. So if you do, I know it's short notice, but if you do somehow manage to sort shit, let me know.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
See, I'm gonna be a dick here and say
Not
the amount
again.
of shilling I've done for Mikkeller, a press pass. I'll pay for accommodation, I'll pay for travel, but come on, Mikkel. You know I've been shilling your stuff for the past 12 months.
Oh, he knows. Oh.
That's a joke, by the way. But if I did get,
from what I gather, the thing is with Mikkel. Yeah, the thing from what I gather with Mikkel Bjergso, though, like he's got a little bit of a reputation, from what I understand. Mikkel Bjergso, the Mikkeller boss.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he definitely has.
He's got he's made kind of quite a few enemies for himself, but yeah. So that's from what I've heard around the thing. I don't know if his brother Yepes, what his brother Yepes like, Evil Twin, but yeah.
Apparently his brother is much worse.
Yeah, I've heard
he actually attacks people who gives negative, who would give a negative review to his beer.
Well, don't make beer.
Yeah, I think he actually went after Greg from Greg's Beer Reviews.
Oh yeah, because he opened a stout and it went everywhere. It was well over carbonated, and I think he sent him a message, and he got the reply he got back was like, "Yeah, so literally them words, and that was it." And of course, I remember that. It's one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
Oh yeah, he was like, "I'm pissed off now. I'm really pissed off now." Yeah.
When he goes into one,
it really chaps my ass, God.
I actually watched the
Really
review of
chaps
this
my
earlier
ass.
for the first time in ages. He done the because I thought, oh, I wonder what. I looked at the length of the video and it was like 18 minutes. It was CBS.
Oh, was that the CBS video? Yeah.
Today, I think today he posted it, and I thought that's a long video for that. I thought, what's he got to say? I don't care about the beer review, and that was all the other sort of things. I was curious. He seemed more pissed off though that they kind of sold out than the lawsuit and all this other stuff going on.
Well, he owned a gun shop, so
is he not owned that now? Is he
I
retired?
don't think so. Because he used to have a gun shop, and a furniture shop, like a kitchen shop.
I know he had
it was a custom cabinets or something.
It was cabinet. Yeah, it was like but he had to give it up. I know he had that heart attack and stuff, and that knocked him back. And he was mentioning in the review today that if you're going to send me like session IPAs and stuff, I'm not going to be reviewing them. I'll give them to the wife, kind of thing. He's only allowed like 2 beers a day and stuff. So it's like, well, surely if you had them beers, you'd be able to drink like 4 beers a day. I don't know.
That's a bit mental though. If he's, I don't know how much he must be drinking if he's only allowed like 2 beers a day. That's kind of crazy.
That's still most. I mean, I don't do that.
I don't like. I have to admit, like, I very rarely these days outside of the videos, like, I don't really drink beer. The stuff. For me, it's all about the tasting. Like I don't drink outside of the. I mean, I'll have the odd whiskey and stuff like that, but other than that, I don't really drink outside of my videos anymore.
Yeah, I think I drink a bit too much. I'm at that point now where I can say I drink for my own personal tastes. I don't think I'm anywhere near as bad as a lot of people who drink on a daily basis.
Yeah,
but it's past my comfort zone. My drinking at the moment.
I don't drink daily.
Yeah.
Although I've had a few tonight, but not drunk or nothing. Just steady.
Probably my biggest weak point is whenever I cook, like properly cook.
Yeah.
I'll always think, I'll have a couple of drinks while I'll do this. Make a sort of almost like an event of it.
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
that's what I do as well.
But it's like, I don't
know. I haven't done a meal for a while. I might do one next couple of nights. This has done a nice chicken, a couple of chickens earlier and stuff. It's gorgeous.
Oh yeah. No, I had.
What to make?
Sorry.
I was going to go, Craig. Sorry, I interrupted. Didn't mean to. I think there's a delay.
Yeah.
Oh, there's definitely a delay.
You say something, Peter? What did you say?
Yeah, I was just asking what did you make with the chicken?
Well, she done. It's a Portuguese dish. It's they call it gay chicken, where seriously that's what it's called.
Yeah.
I'm getting feedback now. Where you basically you stuff a whole lemon up its backside, and that's what they call. That's what they nickname it in Portugal or in Madeira, where it's Portugal or Madeira or both. They call it gay chicken, and it's like lemon chicken basically. But then she done this like orange and lemon sauce
Ooh.
to go with it. It worked out really well. It worked out really good.
Oh.
With some green beans that were pan fried and some new potatoes that were pan fried as well. Pretty good. Pretty damn good.
Sounds good, yeah.
Yeah, she done well.
Yeah.
I mean,
No,
her mum wouldn't let her do it because obviously, you can't do that. I'm like, yeah, get out there if you want to. And then she loved it. It's like, you can't wrap people in cotton wool. Just give it a try.
No.
it's somewhere I need to visit actually is Portugal. It's still on the list. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know so much about the mainland, but yeah, I haven't been out there for. Well, it's probably been about a year. I went to Madeira. It feels
You'll
like
be due,
Yeah. I don't.
you'll be due a wee trip out there. I always used to enjoy your reviews on the rooftop. Actually, I quite like those.
yeah,
I enjoyed those.
yeah, they're quite. I mean, you got to
See,
make the most of them things.
Because that's the
I
thing.
just
Like,
wanna
how
go
old, I
there
forget
for
how old your
cold.
wee daughter is. Is it that she's at school, so you can't go as often anymore?
Well, there is that element as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Because you used to go out for like a month, for a couple of months at a time and stuff, didn't you?
yeah. Well, it's
Yeah.
the situation has definitely changed now. She's at proper school, and
Mm.
which I don't mind. But she's doing, by the sounds of it, she's doing quite well.
Oh,
She must get it from me.
that's-
I doubt it, but
Yeah.
but yeah.
It's about how long is it till my little one? It's his due date is just over a week. So
Jesus. You,
Oh,
you,
really? Oh,
you're
nice.
jetting out there soon, aren't you? Or?
I'm heading on the 5th. So I'm actually going a few days after the due date. It was quite annoying because at the moment I'm trying to convert my teaching stuff to the Swedish one. And to
Right.
have that, it's basically a case of once I pass the Swedish language exam, then it's just a case of paperwork being changed.
Mhm.
So it's and if I didn't do the exam now, I was going to have to wait 6 months, and I was like, yeah. But usually the thing is, because it's a first child, usually they're late, and the doctor reckoned they would be late as well. So it was kind of, we just said like, well, but I actually got a really good deal on the flight. I only paid like 468
Christ.
or something like that to go to Japan from Copenhagen. I was like, that's pretty fucking good, I think. Really pretty good.
That's awesome. That's awesome for a return. Wow.
Yeah.
So
Because you can. Yeah, no, it was. I think I'd paid. Previously I'd played like 550, 600-ish, like in that kind of region. So it was. I was pleased with that. I have to admit, I was surprised that it was that cheap, because for a long time it was KLM who were offering the cheapest flights, and it was working out about 490 with a bag, and then all of a sudden Finnair's prices just dropped, and I was just like, right, okay, go with that, because it was going to take 17 hours or so if I went through Amsterdam, but then if you go through Helsinki, it only takes you like 13, including the transit. So
KLM, that used to be a band, didn't it?
don't know.
You're unbelievable.
Royal Dutch Airlines.
Yeah. Does anyone like Pink Floyd? Talking of bands.
Not the biggest fan.
Pink Floyd were a bit light for me, but they were. I was
think
more.
they're quite chilled. I mean, they're quite moody.
Mhm.
They're very. I think that they're great for a mindset and mood.
Yeah, I mean, I can appreciate them. I can appreciate them, but I think probably the oldest band that I would listen to, or would seek out to listen to, would be Sabbath, I would think.
Yeah, Shine on You Crazy Diamond is probably my favourite from them. It's a good song if you back in the day, if you're having an alternative cigarette, then yeah.
Why does it have to be back in the day, Craig?
Because
why
it
not
was
on the
because I don't smoke spliffs now, so.
So you're on the
I
regular
only
cigarettes
do
now,
when
Pete,
the
as well.
Rockwood do me.
Huh?
Yes, I am. I've come to that conclusion where after being in a 7-year relationship and turning 30, I'm going to enjoy every drink that I consume.
Fair
I'm going to
enough.
savor
Fair enough.
every cigarette, every recreational drug that comes my way. I've come to that conclusion. As long as it's not affecting your day-to-day life,
Yeah,
just do it.
that's fair enough.
Don't grow
Yeah.
up, but be responsible. Pay your taxes, earn a wage. But
Don't-
aside from
don't-
that,
As this, I can tell that you've changed your outlook on life in general, and
Yeah.
Well, I remember a few years ago, you was like, especially with like to do with traveling and stuff. I think that's probably opened up a few doors for you with your mindset.
oh yeah,
has
definitely.
changed. You don't care so much about fuck. I'm doing it. I want to do it. I'll do it.
Yeah.
I think that's a
Yeah.
great thing. You know.
It's like that trip in the first week of December. It's like I was a bit annoyed that I had to pay like £100 to travel
Yes.
there, but at the same
Yeah.
time, it's like it's a small price to pay because I know I'm going to enjoy that 3-day, rent-free moment. So I'm happy to pay the travel. It's like I'm going to have fun. I'm going to enjoy it. I'm not going to get too messy.
No. Well,
But I'm just going to.
after my last little jaunt, I know. Where I did get
Even though
I still feel
from
bad about that.
the drinks on offer from Harry alone
Oh
come
God,
to the cost of like over £700.
it's not going to happen
It's
though.
like-
We
No,
ain't gonna,
it's not. It's not.
we ain't going to be
No.
drinking all that.
Fuck no. I don't want to drink all of that.
There's only 4 of us.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I wish I could blame you guys for that.
Yeah.
Quite done.
As much as I love Harry, he is just absolutely mental when he comes to that side of things.
Yeah, nice.
It's like I don't know how you're alive at this point, Harry.
It'll be good.
He does kind of go for it, I think, doesn't he? Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm like, do it. If you want to do it, it doesn't harm anyone else. It's just like, just go for it.
I need another Jimmy.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, Harry is. I'd be curious to see. I was quite gutted I didn't get to meet up with Harry in Hong Kong because he's misses
Oh, that would
does me
be
very well.
really
So
good.
yeah, I was looking forward to that, grabbing a few beers and maybe doing some videos with Harry in Hong Kong. But yeah, that was a bit of a shame, but it's just how it goes, eh?
Yeah.
My cousin was asking for you as well, Ryan. Jolly balls.
Oh no, I thoroughly enjoyed that day in Regensburg.
I troll the shit out of my cousin, honestly.
I don't know how he puts up with you, to be honest.
Oh yeah. Oh, he's a good sport. I love my cousin. He's good.
Oh, yeah. I really enjoyed that. That was fun meeting up with you and Ryan.
He's quite good. I keep trying to get him into beer, but he just likes lager. And I'm like, Christ, can I not get you to? It's like I don't care. Like that's the one area I want you to grow up in a little bit. Is just to actually like, just to appreciate good beer. That's the only thing I wish he would kind of, grow up in a little bit. But he loves going to see Celtic and just getting drunk and watching the football. That's his thing,
Fair enough. Gotta respect that.
Yeah. We need to have a look. I know we keep saying it, but we need to have a little look. I can fly to Berlin very cheap from Copenhagen. Maybe a little trip to Berlin Beer Week or something could be a worthwhile.
That would be a very wise idea. I think we should definitely get that organised.
Berlin Beer Week. When is it? Does it say what dates? Berlin Beer Week 2020. about. You know, because
I think it's been the same days or same time frame.
July
for the past
24th
couple of
to the
years.
2nd of August.
God, that sounds good.
Yeah. Because the other thing that would be cool, I'd love to go to I've still got my friend in Bamberg, so it would be cool to go down there. Because I'm looking at going to Ukraine in April. So.
Oh, nice. I'll tell you why I want to visit. I want to go to Estonia.
I'd go to, if you decide that, let me know, because I've been to Estonia before and I'd love to go again. Because when I went, it was just before the whole craft beer thing kicked off, and it's a beautiful little country. I love it.
See, I'm at that point now where it's not necessarily just about the sort of like beer scene. I just want to be able to wake up, even if it's for 1 or 2 days, in a completely different sort of society and a different way of thinking. And I don't know, I just love that idea. I love the idea of just different places to what you're used to.
Yeah, no, I'm the same. I mean, that's one of the things, to be honest with you. I've been very lucky to go the places that I have, like, you know. But no, I still love that. I mean, there's a lot of places in Europe I still want to go. South America is the big one for me as well. And I suppose in that sense, I'm quite lucky that the little one has his grandparents in Japan, sort of thing. So it's kind of like the grandparents both sets of grandparents seem very keen to take the little one. So I should hopefully still get to do some kind of longer trips, because if you go that distance, you don't just want to go for like 2 weeks. You want to go for a bit more than that.
Yeah.
So
see, that's why I absolutely adored my time in Germany. I was never in any place of like considerable note. It was never like, oh, this is the big tourist place you should go. And I don't think you should go to places like that. I think my favourite experience in Germany was going to my ex-in-law's house in like a small city like called Kassel, and where her mum lived, it was like way outside of the city, and it was like a really typical sort of rural place. But the idea of rural outside of the UK really appeals to me.
I like that
James,
as well. Yeah.
James, what would you, now you're having a little boy and that, would you not move out there to Japan?
I was thinking about it. The thing, I mean, there's one or two things. Like if I was to leave Sweden, still, to be honest, I still see my long-term future in either Copenhagen or South Sweden. But you know, I wouldn't be opposed to moving out to Japan. I need to get a proper grip of the language and stuff like that, and because it's very different to learning Swedish and stuff. But no, my long-term future is still in South Sweden, Copenhagen kind of area.
So would you, Mrs. not move to Sweden then?
She wants, yeah, she wants to. There's just a few things, because I'm going as I say, going through the career change at the moment, and it just takes a bit of time. The Brexit stuff's kind of messing it up a little bit too, because as a European citizen, I can sponsor her visa, but I can, like, as a non-European citizen, I have to wait till I'm a permanent resident. So that happens in September. So it's just a case, it will happen like a few months down the line. But we did wonder. We had wondered about whether I should go out to Japan for a few years when the little one was younger, and then come back in time for the schooling and stuff like that. But if I leave Sweden for a few years, I need to make sure I'm a citizen first, so that it's easy enough to come back, and I'm very close to that. So, yeah. takes quite. It's quite a. At the moment, there's quite a lot of hoops to jump through and things like that. So yeah.
A few more comments. I'm going to be wrapping this up fairly shortly. Been going just shy of 3 hours. Talking about cider in the chat. So good to see a few people having a chin wag, whatever.
21%. How do we see it? Oh, it's live comments. We click on that tab, don't we? Yeah.
Yeah, it's at the top. Are you on the laptop?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the top one. Yeah, and I haven't done no banners today. I couldn't be bothered.
Are you do you still use your iPhone for these?
No. I'm on my laptop.
Well, okay. Yeah.
It's my iPhone.
Yeah, because I remember you used to do the video chats with the phone, and I was just like, how could you handle that, doing them just with the phone? Yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't deal with such small screens.
They're not ideal. I prefer doing it like this. But yeah. So anyway, I'm going to wrap this up now, and we had a hell of a lot of comments tonight, and they're still kind of going, which is really cool. But yeah, I didn't want to. I was kind of planning on doing like for 2 hours, and it's gone for 2 hours 50 minutes. So there you go. Thanks to Adam for joining earlier as well. Unfortunately, my good brother Paul from PA Brew News couldn't make it because StreamYard can be a bit temperamental with mobile phones. It's more of a you need a kind of a laptop or something like that. It seems for some people. Then if you've got dodgy reception, yeah, you've got no chance. But so yeah, so cheers to everyone in the chat who's commented and all that jazz. Might be doing another one of these in maybe next Friday. Depends. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, that's it. Cheers for joining, James.
Yeah, nice to be in again. It's been a while. Yeah.
Yeah, and cheers to Peter who's off having an argument with his brother, probably, and all that sort of thing. And my good friend, of course, Rob over at Hopzine. Check all these guys out. Just click on their names if they've got YouTube channels or whatever. And that's it. Anyway, cheers then, and we'll see you again shortly.
See you guys. Ciao.
Cheers. And broadcast. Yes.